Guys, incredible things. What we are about to do in TriTECH 3.0, similar to TriTECH 1.0, 2.0, is to demystify tech. Demystify tech. Many people have said so many things about tech, including those that have the capacity to say things about tech and those that do not even have any clue. Many things, many myths. Oh, you cannot do this. Oh, you can do this one. Oh, a lady, I won't forget that incident. Few months ago, I got a call from a lady. And the lady was like, Osita, one of my friends that have passed through your program gave me your number. Okay, how can I help you? Oh, I'm just confused right now. Okay, madam, why are you confused? I studied marketing in the university because that is obviously the beginning. We just want to understand discovery. Tell me more. What's your background? What's your professional experience? Oh, marketing in the university. When I graduated, I worked in the bank in operations. 13 years experience in the bank. Then I came to Canada. In Canada, I started working as a customer service agent. I have been in this role for 2 years plus. And somebody told me about DevOps. This is just an example I'm trying to give to you guys to understand the power of information. When you are empowered with the right information, then you can do exploits. Especially when you are empowered by the right channel. The lady was told she can do DevOps. Oh, it is simple. Oh, many people are doing it. She went ahead and registered in a different organization. DevOps, $2,500 US for 6 months. They told her, oh, this is the kind of laptop you need to buy. She went ahead, bought brand new laptop. Now she started. First week, okay, let's continue and see how things goes. Second week, third week, fourth week, she quit. She could not continue beyond fourth week in a 6-month program. Money committed, gone. Time, gone. Resources, gone. She's in a situation where I would say she was completely frustrated. And when she narrated this to me, I was like, have you done any IT program before? Have you? She said, no. So who told you you can do DevOps? Who told you that? One of the things is that, oh, that's one of my childhood friends in US. She's doing DevOps. She was one that told me. And I got this guy, this company, and they told me, oh, they teach DevOps, they help their students to get job. You can get job from 150,000 and above, blah, 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 blah. She went into DevOps. 4 weeks, she quit. Why am I saying this? Many people, many professionals have found themselves in situations like this, where you have, probably heard of a program and you enrolled because of what you were told, or maybe a friend told you, or maybe your instinct. At the end of the day, you discover this is not for me. Time has gone, resources have gone. What do? That is why it's very important to listen to someone, to listen to an organization that have your best interest at heart. I told her, You should not even have tried DevOps in the first place. From marketing, customer service to DevOps. No be juju be that. Like, do you know what DevOps entails? We are talking about a program that is like 5 in 1. In DevOps, in fact, in our DevOps program, you are starting with Linux. From Linux, you will go and you're going to be working on Python programming. Then you're also going to be working on cloud computing. You're also going to be dealing with server administration, network administration. Look at, from customer service to all these things I'm mentioning. It's not about faith. You know, we Africans, we like faith too much. You know, faith. There are some things you apply faith. There are some things you have to tell yourself the truth. Say, my coconut head no go fit carry this one. You got to tell yourself the truth. And that was the reality. It dawned on her. But I was pained because if I was the person that spoke to her or any of my team members at Black Tech, the situation would have been different. We would never encourage her to do DevOps because we know she doesn't have the foundation to thrive within the DevOps ecosystem. It's like moving from primary to university. You are cutting off secondary school. Only work. That's the truth. So what TriTECH is doing, because we have had incredible testimonies of those that have gone through this TriTECH program, their eyes were open. Some were blind before, but after the program, they can see. Information, very powerful. Because when you understand the intricacies of some of the areas in tech, you can now tell yourself, oh boy, I fit do this thing, or I no go fit do one. It's very, very important to understand that we have different areas in tech, and all these areas in tech have got what? Different requirements, different capability. And for us at Black Tech, we know that many professionals are enrolling in tech program, not just for the sake of enrolling in tech program, right? That is not just the reason why you want to enroll. You are enrolling in tech program because you want to secure a job. Many, 99% of our participants are enrolling because of job. Why 1% are enrolling because of knowledge? Maybe I'm already working as a data analyst. I want to advance my skill, okay? But 99 are enrolling because they want to pivot or they want to get a new job. And if that is the case, it makes sense to always start from known to unknown. Known to unknown. What does that mean? You have to start from area where you have competitive advantage. You have to start from area where you already have some skill set. Then you use that particular skill set you already have and do what? And make a pivot into what? Into tech. That is the best way to win. Don't go and start from the difficult side of things. Else, that might lead to frustration. I want every one of you to listen to me attentively because as we go on, I'm going to be dropping this nugget as they're coming. Very, very important. Having interacted and having trained over 7,000 professionals, I can tell you the challenges that many people are facing, especially those that reached out and said, this were my issues. And now, this is what I want to do. That woman, as I speak to you today, she's thriving in business analysis because that is where she has got the strength. As a marketer, no IT background, meaning there's no IT background. The easiest thing to do because she was frustrated and what she wanted to do is to quit her job, the customer care service job, and move into a thriving career. Today, she's enrolled in the business analysis program. doing excellently well in the project they are working on right now with the developers. When you don't have those kind of technical skills, there are areas, an area in business analysis, a domain in business analysis might just be a thing for you. Some will say, oh, sit about some business analysis is overcrowded. There are so many people doing it. Who says that? If there are many people doing it, then check out the jobs. Do you have so many business analysis jobs in the market? Yes. So what's your problem? Do you know that many business analysts, once they come into business analysis after a year or two or a couple of years, they do what? They pivot into Scrum Master, into project management, into project coordination, and so on and so forth. People switch. They don't remain in one area. So don't say, oh, because you think it's overcrowded. That is why you will not go into an area where you are having competitive advantage. Never you do that. Think of yourself first. Where do I have competitive advantage as a professional? What are my areas of strength? What am I good at? You want to start from there. I always talk about short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term is what do I want to accomplish within the shortest period of time. And long-term goal is where do I want to get to? A case in point was one of our alumni. Today, that guy is working with Amazon, 185,000 US dollars. That is what the guy is earning. I remember when I spoke with him, he was confused. Back in Nigeria, I work with telecoms. And when we spoke, I said, okay, you've worked in telecoms, work in things like network and all those things. Have you thought of cybersecurity? He said, yeah, he has given it a thought, but he doesn't even know how to start. He enrolled in Black Tech program, 3.5 months. After that, he wrote the Security Plus exam. After that, he was among those that RBC Bank employed. RBC employed 7 of our students in one day from cybersecurity class. He was among those. He started doing very well in cybersecurity. Guess what? He'll come back again. I want to go into cloud computing. But I'm not sure. How does cybersecurity tie into cloud computing? I spoke to him again. After that, I told him about what we called there's a position that he can really delve into, where he can become a security cloud engineer or cloud security engineer. Cloud security engineer, those guys are money. In cloud computing, what is cloud? Cloud is like renting of space. Amazon, IBM, Google, they build big data centers across the world. Instead of an organization to go and start buying servers, what do? You simply go to Amazon, go to IBM, go to Google, and you just pay more money. And they give you some space. They give you some storage. They give you some memory. They give you infrastructure services for you as a company to utilize. This is what they're doing. So when you hear cloud computing, for many of us here, cloud computing is not like rain is coming or rain is falling. No. And cloud computing does not mean something that is extraordinary. Cloud computing simply means these big organizations are renting out spaces. They are like landlords, renting out what? Space to organizations. You want space? Or you take space, you pay. You can be paying on monthly basis. That is what Amazon have done. Today, one of the biggest revenue generating, a segment for Amazon is the cloud computing space. You can go into cloud computing. Even inside cloud computing, we have different areas. We have the security, we have the operations, we have the DevOps, and so on. And we have the infrastructure, and so on and so forth. It's like an ocean. Now, you can do cybersecurity, go into cloud, and focus on what? The infrastructure side of things. This guy finished cybersecurity, is working. Short-term goal is to get into cybersecurity. It's already working. Long-term goal to become what? A cloud security engineer. He did AWS Solution Architect program, wrote his first 2 exams, including the Solution Architect exam. After that, he started looking for a job. Do you know that within 2 months, he got a job with Amazon? Cloud security engineer. With his experience in cybersecurity, then with experience in cloud computing, joined together, cloud security engineer, 185,000 US dollars. He sent the offer to me because I supported him in the negotiation of salary. Incredible. That is what we talk about career planning. So think about it. Maybe at the beginning, you just want to become cloud security engineer. Call it work. You need to understand your strategy. Understand what is your short-term goal. Then begin to now craft our strategy to get to the long-term goal. Does that make sense? If it makes sense on the chat, I want you to say, yay. I want to be sure I'm speaking to professionals that are ready to take their career to the next level. Career development is about strategy. Don't allow anyone to tell you you can do it when you know you cannot, or if you don't have what it takes to delve into a particular area. You need to be very, very mindful before you make that move. And that is what TriTECH is all about. Help you to demystify, answer your questions, get you to effectively understand these things. When you do understand these things, it becomes easier. In fact, you should be the one telling other people, okay? Oh, because of your skill set, this is the kind of thing I think you can go into. Easy. Okay? All right. Having said this now, let me share my screen quickly to kind of talk about few of the programs coming up, and then we're going to now delve into the practical hands-on session. If you are here and you have not, because we sent out, there's an Excel template that you guys will be using today to work on Power BI. One of our faculty in the data analytics program will be delving into Power BI. If time permits, I will delve into business analysis. If it doesn't, we're going to handle that tomorrow. But today, we want to see hands-on, how do you work on Power BI? That's what we want to see today, most importantly. So whether you're a business analyst, or of course, it's primarily used by data analysts. They're the one that primarily use Power BI for the creating of dashboard and all those stuffs. But again, even if you're a business analyst or any other professional, it does not hurt to have that idea and understanding, because you'll be hearing it in many circles within the tech space. When you hear Power BI, you don't think it's maybe for you to flex your muscle. Power. No, that's not it. So today we're going to show it hands-on. And we want you, typical of all black tech programs, everything is hands-on. When you do it, you'll be able to develop further confidence in yourself, knowing that, oh, for me to have done this, I can. So we want it to be practical as much as possible. The Excel template is in the SQL Telegram group. So if you're in the SQL Telegram group, please go there now and download the Excel that has been shared. Please. If you are not in the SQL, can you use the reaction button to raise your hand? I just want to say, like, how many people are not in the SQL Telegram group? Use the reaction button to raise your hand, because we want you to have the file before we delve into that class. So we have pretty much so many. Okay, so give me a second here. Give me a second. Let's see. Probably we'll just put it in Black Tech Academy. Black Tech Academy Telegram. I think that should be. Okay, so I have just attached the 2 forms. Please bring your hands down, okay? I think we've got quite a number of professionals that do not have it. Bring your hands down, please, everyone. So what I'm going to do now is just give me 1 second. So check Check the chat right now. I've just dropped a link on the chat. That link is to join our Telegram platform. So click on that link to join. Once you join, you will see the two attachments. Once you join, you will see the two attachments. Let me pin the attachment as well. So I have pinned it because I know as more people join, you might be looking for it. I have pinned it. So once you join, look up, you see pinned message, and you see the two files, two Excel files. Okay? Download those files on your laptop. Get ready as we delve into Power BI, hands-on today. And I also know that majority of us were part of the SQL class. We had a 1 month free SQL that many of you participated. Over 800 professionals participated in that program. Very, very impactful. So if you have done SQL, by now you have fully understand SQL. Then today we are going to be delving into Power BI. Okay? Now you're going to see how everything flows together. Your SQL experience, Power BI experience, trust me, you are almost there. But remember that these are fundamental sessions that we are introducing you guys into. If you really want to now go into data analytics, there are 4 things you need to understand, 4 things you need to learn for you to go into data analytics. 4. If you want to write it down, write it down. Don't allow anyone to fool you, to say, what you need is only Power BI to get into data analytics. Please, how you will know is when you go to job boards, go to LinkedIn job, go to Indeed, type data analyst jobs. You will see the job description. Black tech programs are always tailored to the job. What are employers and companies looking for? That is how we design our programs. And that is why today we have students that have finished in colleges and universities. They are in Black Tech today to do the same program after finishing in college. Colleges and universities, of course, they are great. They will teach you, but most of the time, their trainings are not job focused. They are focused on knowledge, helping you to know. But Black Tech, our programs are focused on jobs. So for you to do well as a data analyst, number 1, Excel, advanced Excel. You need to learn advanced Excel. Okay? Advanced what? Excel. Number 2, you need to learn SQL. SQL, structural query language. Number 3, you need to learn Power BI or Tableau. These 2 are called data visualization tools. Either Power BI or Tableau. Any of these 2, you are good to go. But in Black Tech program, we teach Power BI. Why? It is the most popular. And it's what is being used by most organizations, especially in North America. And if you are good in Power BI, you can also do Tableau easily as well. Remember, the first one is what? Advanced Excel. 2, SQL. 3, data visualization tool, which could be Power BI or Tableau. Then number 4, who can tell me number 4 on the chat? Let me see if we are really following. I know I've not mentioned it, but somebody should be able to tell me. What is the number 4? Okay, I can see a lot of feedback already. Python, R, Python, R. Yes. Number 4 is Python programming or R language. There's a language called R or Python. These are the 4 you need. If you want to be good, some of you attended our last program where we had the newcomer program, and one of our alumni was testifying. The guy finished data analytics program. He had 3 job offers. 3, all 6-figure salaries. He was literally thinking which one to go for out of 3 jobs. When you are good in these 4, trust me, you are in for 6-figure salary as a data analyst. But we also see sometimes Where some organization might not mention Python, because I know some of us we dread programming. Once you hear code, some people don't even want to hear the dim. Once you hear code, like code, some already are on the run. Once they hear code, they won't allow you to finish up the dim, right? There are people like that. You can still pivot. You can still pivot into what? Data analytics. There is an aspect where we call BI, Business Intelligence Analyst. Some roles that advertise for business intelligence analyst sometimes don't add things like Python or R. What they are looking for is what? Mostly Excel and Power BI, and maybe SQL. What does that mean? It means with Excel and Power BI, these two, you can get a data analyst or business intelligence analyst job. We have alumni like that. They got data analyst jobs, but what they are doing in their company is these two things: Excel and Power BI only. SQL is handled by another department entirely. Okay? So you need to understand these things. The four I mentioned to you are what you need. But in the job itself, you might be lucky to find yourself in a company where it's only Excel and Power BI you need as a data analyst. That does not mean that when you want to be trained, you have to just go and do Excel and Power BI. No, you got to be trained on the four so that you're solid. If you find yourself in an environment where those four are needed, you are able to engage. If you find yourself in an environment where two of those skills are needed, you are able to engage. If you find yourself where three are needed, what do? You engage. That is our model. We don't do shortcuts. And that's why the program is 14 weeks. And guess what? Effective January cohorts, we are adding something we call Demo Day. Demo Day is a day where all the students will demo what they have worked on. Typically, the program starts from Excel to SQL to Power BI, then to Python. After Python, you will work on 2 projects, real-life projects. After that, we will introduce you to GitHub. GitHub is an online repository where you can build your projects and have what we call portfolio. It's been a game changer for some of our students. One of our students got a job last month. The first question they asked her was, please, can you tell me about a data analysis project you have worked on before? That was the first question. She was able to share her screen and guided the hiring manager through Black Tech data analytics project she did. She got the job offer. If you're a hiring manager, you have 5 people you are interviewing, only one person was able to show you something. Others were speaking grammar. Who would you employ? That is why hands-on is critical. When we introduce you to GitHub, you will now see how you can have your project on GitHub. Then at the end of the day, we are introducing what we call Demo Day, where we are going to be inviting some recruiters, inviting some hiring managers on that final day. Everybody will listen to you, present your project. That is automatic opportunity for hires. Because some of the recruiters that are looking for data analysts will be on the call on that particular day to engage with our students. That is what we're introducing, effective January. Incredible. So when you see a program and we say 3.5 months, don't look at it to be too short or look at it to be too long. Some people might do the program for 10 weeks. Some will say it's 8 weeks. Some will even say 6 weeks. But how do you do a program like that for 6 weeks? So you look at the content, look at the package, look at the value including what? Resume review, interview preparation. All these things are part of the program. Remember, Black Tech programs are job focused. So if it's job focused, we must do things that will enable our students succeed, starting with interviews. Okay? All right, incredible, guys. I want to believe that by now Everybody have gotten the 2 files. If you have gotten the files, can you say yay on the chat? Yay on the chat. If you have gotten the files now, just say yay. I just want to have a feel to be sure that we've got a very good number that have gotten the file. Just say yay on the chat if you have gotten the 2 files. Okay? Incredible. Incredible. Okay, I'm seeing more of years now. This is fantastic. All right. So let me share my screen briefly before we delve into it. What is the average? Okay. So let's move quickly. I will come back to questions. I know that there's going to be a lot of questions. We're going to take a lot of questions towards as we make progress in this particular program. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen now. Let me just walk you through if you can see my screen, please can you comment? Just say, yeah, I can see your screen. Let me expand this to be seeing your faces as well for those enabling the camera. Then on the chat, let me see. Yes, okay, fantastic. I can see your feedback on the chat. Okay, great. So let's go quickly. All right. So this is my humble self, right? Because when you talk about tech, if you're not knowledgeable, it could be difficult to advise someone. I've been in tech for over 20 years. So I think I'm qualified to speak. And I'm qualified to guide you in the right direction. And that is what Black Tech provides. So when you see the success stories, go to our YouTube channel and see incredible successes, testimonials. When you see those successes, it's not magic. It's about the experience and about the passion that we have within our ecosystem. The passion that I have is radiating across all our 50 plus faculties. I started as a business analyst. From there, I worked and did cybersecurity. I'm a CISM, Certified Information Security Manager. I did a couple of cybersecurity jobs. I've also worked as Agile Scrum Master at some point. I did project management. When I was back in Nigeria, I was the lead technical architect for EcoBank. EcoBank have over 33 countries. I was the lead technical architect for an ERP implementation project where I traveled across 33 countries that EcoBank has, supporting the ERP implementation for EcoBank, right? So project management, those things are part of what I've done. SAP ERP, you can see that. Salesforce, I've worked on Salesforce projects. Then of course, leadership. Before coming to Canada, I was group head of IT of an oil and gas company, multi-billion-dollar oil and gas company back in Nigeria. In Canada today, I'm also working with an energy company as a leadership, as a leadership within the team, supporting and guiding them through their enterprise solution. Okay, or the only Black person, by the way, within the management team of this energy company in Ontario. Okay, so the passion radiates, and for us to do the things we are doing, we have capable hands working side by side with me, in addition to 50 plus faculty and staff of Black Tech. Most of us know Professor Rita Oji, heavily involved. In fact, she was part of the meeting that we had, the last meeting we had with ServiceNow North America. Kemi Charles, we have Henrietta, Tom, and Neji. Okay, then partnerships. There are more. These are companies that we are working with today to ensure it's not just training, but as we are training, we are finding way to provide opportunities to our students to get jobs. As we make progress on this, of course, our initiatives are in 6 folds. Career acceleration, like master classes. One of those programs are TriTECH that you're attending today, which is more like informational session, help you to understand these things. Then we have entrepreneurship programs. Then we have leadership development that we develop with McKinsey and Company. We are going to be launching that sometime in February next year. Then Black Textiles for Youth, we are going to be launching coding for kids. That is also going to be happening sometime March next year. Then we have diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and we have the academy. Black Tech Academy is now the area, the component, the segment that delivers all these impeccable programs I've been talking about. Moving quickly because of time. Let's go quickly to the programs that we have lined up for 2023. We have 12 programs already defined, developed, improved, and confirmed. The dates are all confirmed. Starting from data analytics, which is starting on January 14th of January, for 14 good weeks. 14 good weeks, including the demo day that I talked about, is also added here. That demo day is going to happen on the 15th week. That's when we're going to be having the demo day with recruiters and hiring managers. Then we have cybersecurity with real life projects. That one is starting on 21st of January. The cybersecurity program, the data analytics delivered by 4 faculties. 4 experts in their own right. One of them is one that will be taking us today on Power BI. We have another faculty that is going to be demystifying Python, taking it like a baby. We have another one on SQL. You will learn SQL step by step. When we finish up, then we have another one that will talk about presentation skills. How do you present your project as a data analyst? Loaded program, so you can understand why it is 14 to 15 weeks. Then we have the cybersecurity program, 14 weeks. This one, incredible. We have partners today hiring from the student community. The cybersecurity being delivered by 4 expert faculties again. You can see all our programs, not one-man show, where one person is teaching from beginning to the end. One of the faculty is a director with Bell Canada. Another one is a director with Bulletproof. Another one is a senior security engineer with Amazon. These are top guys. Holding your hand gradually until you become very confident in your ability to get the cybersecurity job that you deserve. Then we have Salesforce as well, starting January 23rd. We have business analysis, impeccable program, impeccable. That one, when some people do 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, they say they have done business analysis. You haven't seen anything yet. Until you attend this program, that is when you know you are job ready. If you don't attend this, then you'll probably just be wasting time, because you need to work on live projects and work with our developers. Working with developers will enrich your understanding of what business analysts do on the job. Delivered by how many faculties? 9, not 1, 9 faculties. We have dedicated faculty for resume review, dedicated one for interview preparation, and we have the dedicated ones for practical, and dedicated one for project, and dedicated one for theory. You cannot go through this and your life will remain the same. A lot of thoughtfulness have been put into our programs. And guess what? They are still the cheapest you can see anywhere. Why? Because our mission and vision is simple: to help professionals to beat what? Underemployment. For us to do that, we need to find a way to reduce the cost of our programs, irrespective that they are top value, but the cost have to be reduced to enable so many to benefit from the programs. Then we have CBAB. For those of you that want to certify in CBAB, get ready. 7 weeks of program starting February 3rd. For those of you that want to get into DevOps, get ready. DevOps for 24 weeks, 6 months. That will be starting February 11th. For those of you that want to get into project management, having PMP is not enough. What we have done in this program is PMP plus hands-on project, so that you can effectively say, yes, I'm a project manager, and you can hit the job market running right away because you have gotten the PMP certificate and also the hands-on program. That is what this program entails. Combining two. Talk of using one stone to kill two birds. That is what you are in for. We have the program ongoing right now. The next one is starting February 18th. Then we have the immersive Scrum Master program plus hands-on. Not the Scrum Master you do for 2 days and you say you are done with Scrum Master. This one, we are talking about 8 good weeks, 2 months. The last program, 4 students got job, Scrum Master job before the end of 8 weeks. Getting CSM, PSM is not enough. You need hands-on. If you look at all our programs, there's something that is common. Everything has got what? Real life projects. You can't finish the program without a project. Why? That brings everything home for you and help you to fully understand all these things. Because when you get the job, you are not going to be speaking grammar and English. When you get the job, you are going to be working on a project. So if you don't equip yourself with project now, you will struggle on the job. And that is why we are succeeding with our students. Now, look at the next one, SQL for Tech Professional. That is the free program, a free program. That is the only free program that we have. 4 weeks. The next one is starting February 25th. So if you have missed cohort 1 and 2, get ready for cohort 3 in February. Then ServiceNow Administrator. That will be starting March 4th. Then we have AWS Solution Architect. We have a program going on now where we are working together with Amazon to deliver this program. And we have 50 labs to work through with the students. You cannot finish with 50 labs and your life will remain the same. When you say you are a solution architect in cloud, there's a reason for that. Okay? So you go through that, March 25th, that is the start date. And we have Python, okay, which will be 6 weeks program starting 18th of March. So these are the programs already defined, developed, fully confirmed, locked and loaded, waiting to unleash so that anyone that is aligned to any of these will effectively be able to get into that space with the incredible support system that we have. So we are going to be talking about all this program in these 3 days. Today is going to be more of data analytics. Tomorrow, we are going to be delving into business analysis and also Salesforce. And we're also going to be talking about DevOps. Then the last day, which is going to be Saturday, we are now going to be unpacking everything, talk about the other areas, and get all your questions answered as well. Please remember, this is a 3 days program, these informational sessions. TriTECH. After today, tomorrow, we are also meeting here tomorrow by 6 o'clock EST. Then on Saturday, which is the last day, we are starting by 10 o'clock in the morning. Please note it down. Saturday is going to be 10 a.m. EST. If you are connecting from West Africa, on Saturday, that will now be 10 plus 6, right? That will be 4 p.m. your time. So make note of these 3 days and, of course, be part of everything we are going to be delivering as we make progress in this program. Now, I'm already getting some feedback. How do we register for the program? If you are interested in any of this program, you can register through the link that I'm sharing right now on the chat. So I've dropped a link right now. Click on that link and you will be able to register for any of these immersive hands-on programs starting in January. Once you register, the operations team will be able to send details to you after a day or 2. You should be able to see details. And when you register and you don't get feedback, please, what you can do, you can send an email. Send an email to the team. The email has just been shared as well. I want everybody to make note of the email, please, because other chat might just take it away. Note the email that I've just shared now, that is Black Tech official email. You can send email there to get any clarifications, or you probably want to speak with it or have a conversation with career advisor. You don't even know what to do. You're confused. You want one-on-one. somebody will be there to speak with you. And you think, oh, let me do a WhatsApp call or a WhatsApp message. 1 second. Or a WhatsApp message. What do? You simply do a chat on WhatsApp. Okay? I've dropped the phone number as well. The phone number you are seeing on the chat is the official Black Tech phone number. You can do a WhatsApp message, you can do a WhatsApp call, you can reach out to the career advisor on that number as well. When you do, they will be able to take it up with you and provide you all the information you need. So I have provided 3 key things to you now. 1, link to register for any of the programs. Feel free to share it as well across your network. The second, the email address. And the third one is the phone number. You have all you need to ensure that you are engaged and you get the right information. Information is power. So that you don't go out there and do a program of a program you should do for 14 weeks, you are doing it for 6 weeks or 5 weeks or 3 weeks. Many professionals have made those mistakes where they say, oh, I've done this program, but at the end of the program, I cannot even get a job. Oh, I've done this program, at the end of the program, there was no practical in the program. Many organizations deliver such program without thinking through what do hiring managers need. Okay? At Black Tech, we think through all that. That is why these programs have been successful. All right? So having said that, let us quickly get ready for the Power BI session. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the Power BI session. Before we get ready for the Power BI session, let me share a quick, just 2 minutes, and we're going to get straight into it. In 2 minutes, we're going to get straight into it. 2 minutes, we're going to get straight into it. Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we are going to get straight into this. We are going to get straight into this in 2 minutes. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so let me share this. I believe most of us, because it's always very important to see those that are achieving tremendous amount of success. So many of them. But let me just share one, because this guy was struggling. He was completely frustrated. He doesn't even know what to do. Today, it's a different story after he has gone through these 14 weeks of program. So just go through these 2 minutes, listen attentively, and we're going to come back shortly and get straight into Power BI. So let me share my screen again, and let me know when you can see the screen. Can we see the screen on the chat? Just say yeah if you can. Yeah, okay, fantastic. So just listen for 2 minutes.
Hi, my name is Adumoluwa Olusola, Toby for short. I am a mechanical engineer by background, and for a while now I had been thinking of how to transition into data analytics career space, that career path. And while looking for how to transition, I met a few of my friends, talked to them about it, and I was actually initially considering going to a university to have like a degree or diploma program in data analytics. And we're like, why spend that much money to go for this program when some people that are not even, they don't even have degrees, they get jobs so easily just through boot camps and things like that. And I was thinking about it. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. So they eventually recommended Black Tech to me. One person that had finished the program, I was working, and then he recommended Black Tech to me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will check that out and start working on that. And along the line, I started with Black Tech Data Analytics, Immersive Data Analytics program, and oh wow, it was actually very nice. It was a 3 months program, and one thing I love about that, many things I love about it, but one thing I love the fact that we had some professionals, the trainers that were already in the industry. Like you could tell that these people knew what they were doing. So we had different programs. It was very rich. So many tools that we needed in the data analytics space like SQL, Python, Excel, Pandas, NumPy. So Power BI especially. So we had so many trainers that were very, very good in their field. So it was very, very awesome. One other thing I loved about it was the fact that after every class we had like assignments and projects to work on. So that way we never actually found ourselves sleeping. We were always working on something, developing the skill, and that kind of helps to sharpen that skill in data analytics. And talk more about the project that we did at the end, we delved into machine learning, and it was actually so amazing. Too many things I thought I could never actually do. It felt like rocket science at the beginning. After I finished, it was like a piece of cake. So yeah, it was. That's something I love about that. And the last thing I would say was networking. Your network. I got a chance to meet people that were like-minded in that space. The team, my project team from BlackTech, are still the people that I work with right now. That anytime I need any help or I need support in my career, they are the ones that help me. So even after I finish the program, I still have some people in BlackTech I can call if I need support. So definitely, I would recommend this program to anyone looking to transition into the analytics space. It's a must-have program. It's actually very, very good, and it's very budget-friendly.
Google Pixel gets me beautiful photos in the dark. And if you want to talk,
Yep. So I can actually go on and on to, kind of share more testimonies, but because of time, I want us to delve into Power BI. Incredible things happen. Sometimes people see when we announce professionals that have secure jobs, or we talked about the successes within our ecosystem. Some people think it's a fluke. Sometimes when it has not happened to you, you would think, I don't think it's true. But these are real human beings, individuals. Somebody that finished the program, already working, recommended the program to him. He enrolled. Now he's working, he's built his network, and look at what he has got to say. Freely. Nobody paying for this. But these are people that feel that their life have been transformed by virtue of what? Making that particular, taking that particular step. So what we are doing here is like a ministry. It's not like a typical academy or company. Black Tech is like a ministry. The way a pastor is passionate to get his members to go to heaven. That is the way Black Tech is passionate to get our students to get into the job market, right? To get job. That is really the passion for us. It's a call, right? And that is why when I talk about the calls and the information coming, what I'm receiving or the information I'm getting, it's like I'm literally a pastor now, because people come for confession too. you know so that is what we do. It's incredible, a community you probably will not see anywhere else. Okay, on this note, guys, let's get our Power BI and Excel faculty. We call him Mr. Excel. When you talk about Excel, the guy eats, drinks, and sleep Excel. That's what he does. Excel and Power BI. He literally, that is what he does. Nothing else. Even on his wedding day, this guy was working on Excel. On his wedding day, they have to say, Oga, come now. This is incredible guy. One thing about him as well is his delivery approach. He delivers his program and he makes it very participatory. Because one thing is to know something, another thing is ability to pass it on to people. Okay? And tonight, you guys will be learning, right? Tapping from his wealth of knowledge. Okay? As we delve into Power BI. What we wanted to do today initially was Excel for some minutes, then Power BI. But because of time, we said, no, let's pack it. Because some of you will say, I've already known Excel. I know. When this guy show you Excel, you know that you've not known anything in Excel. The first class we had the last time, the students were asked about, they were given just a quick classwork to do H lookup. Some of them were doing V lookup. Some have never even heard of anything called H lookup. H lookup. There is difference between H lookup and V lookup. When he began to show them the tricks of the thread, they were like, oh, wow. When you are on a project, others, within 5 minutes, they are done. You are there sweating in 1 hour. There are ways to make this simplified. And today, we are going to have Miss Excel to get into the world of Power BI for us, so that you understand that these things are not rocket science. Once you are committed, once you want to learn, trust me, you can learn as well. Okay. And another thing I want to say before I get Mr. Excel in is that for the data analytics program, the program has been discounted up to 50% discount. You heard what this guy said, the guy that gave testimony? The programs are what? Budget friendly, pocket friendly. Why? We want to support many. Remember what I've just said. Our target next year is 13,000. That is the target. Through SQL program alone, we are targeting nothing less than 6,000 to train people on SQL, to be very good in SQL. Okay, so many things have been, planned and also in stock for you. So please feel free to reach out through the phone number, through the email. Don't and do not procrastinate. Procrastination is not for you. 2023 is around the corner. You must start with a clear-cut goal. If you are here today and your salary is nothing to write home about, or you are not making good income, this is the time. This is the chance that you need to make that move. Okay? All right. On this note, let's get Mr. Excel so that he can come up and let's see exactly what is going on today in respect to the world of Power BI. Mr. Excel, can you hear me? Okay, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I think we muted everybody just to avoid noise at the background. So you are not a co-host, Mr. Excel. Can you unmute yourself now?
Yes. Thank you, boss. You can.
Perfect. Awesome. Nice to have you. All right. Feel free to take it away, man.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight. We're already at this 105. Yeah. So we'll be looking at Power BI data analytics, how we use Power BI to analyze data. Just like what you have said about data analytics. So it's more than Power BI. So we have different tools for data analytics. We have Microsoft Excel, Power BI, we have Tableau, we have Python, we also have R. So, but like you said, you don't need all the courses at once. So in this program, we focus on the one that you need in the industry. So, and the training here is we focus on real life data. So they are practical training that after the training, you can get job and work as a data analyst anyway. So the testimony have been so much from the students. A lot of students have gotten a good job. They share on the platform. We also give post-training support for the students, because there's only a WhatsApp group that after the training, we get assignments, like the student have said in the testimonial, you get assignments to do for the following week, and we also support in the WhatsApp group also. So I believe we all have the Excel file. So if you have the Excel file, just type yes in the comment box so that we know that we are ready for the class. If you have downloaded the Excel file that I sent, just type yes in the comment box quickly. Okay, thank you, Ade Sukomi. So thank you. I want to see your yes in the comment box. We have a very large class now, 303 students. Okay. So just type yes if you have downloaded the Excel file. Okay, I'm expecting your response. Okay. Yombo, try and download it if you have not downloaded the Excel file, because it's a practical training, and I want to carry everybody along. Okay, just one more minute. Okay, thank you. So I'm expecting your response if you have the Excel file downloaded, the one I share. DT, you can get it on the Telegram group if you have it before. Okay. So we have it, just step yes and respond to your response quickly. So I'm expecting your response if you have it.
Yeah, so we've got so many that are responding already.
Yes, some said some are just joining, they don't have it before.
Okay, so for those that don't have it, please check. I just dropped a link right
good.
now.
Okay, thank
I
you.
just dropped a link. So join this link. Once you join the link, you will see the files. The files have been pinned on the group. So once you join, look at the pin message, you'll see the 2 files and you can download it. Okay? All right. So for someone again, tell me my chat not, yeah, it's intentional, right? Chat, you will discover that chats have got some restrictions. So you cannot chat everyone now. If you are chatting, only myself, Mr. Excel, and one of our team members will be seeing you, will be getting, how do I put it now? So you can't chat everyone, right? As you are dropping your chat, we are seeing your chat. So don't worry, continue dropping your chat. We had a program the last time and some people, they literally wanted to spam the entire chat with some vulgar words and stuff like that. So of course, as organization is growing, we need to start putting some control measures in place as well. So that's why we have that restriction. Any chat you are dropping, we are seeing it. Okay. So don't feel that, oh, I'm dropping chat, but I'm not. We are seeing all your chat. I'm making note if there are anything that we need to respond, we'll respond as well. Okay. All right, but Mr. Excel, please, let's take it away.
Okay, thank you. So during the course of the training, if you have any question, you can just raise up your hand. So I will call you to ask your question. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen now. Let me just do a little background knowledge on the Power BI quickly. So I believe we can all see my screen. Hope you're all right. So we need to understand the word data analytics. What does the word data analytics mean before we start learning the tools for data analytics? There's a man called Ronald Coase, is an economist. Look at what he said about data and analytics. He said, if you take out the data long enough, it's going to confess. So what is he saying? It's not about you slapping or beating your data. He's saying that if you take time to analyze the data, if you take time to study it, you are going to get information about your data, That's why you use the word torture, that if you touch your data long enough, it's going to confess. The word is about data analytics. And what do we understand by the word data analytics? Data analytics is the process of transforming data into insight for making better decisions. Data analytics is the process of transforming data into insight for making better decisions. So analysis helps companies to make an informed business decision. When a company is making decision, they use what we call evidence-based decision-making approach. We call it evidence-based decision-making approach. They don't just make decision based on your feelings or your imagination like we do in Nigeria. Everything we do in Nigeria just based on feelings or imagination. You can see sometimes when you're in Nigeria, then when you go to the hospital, you'll see your doctor will be using your feeling to treat you. Who will ask you, how do you feel this morning? If you lie to the doctor, it's going to give you wrong drug based on your feelings. The same thing with your mechanic too. If you complain about your car, the mechanic will actually go and start the car. You want to use sand to know what happened to your car. It's just based on imagination, what he's thinking. But in an advanced world, they have the record of your date of your car. You have your medical record too, because they've carried some tests and examination of your body. So they know the kind of drug to prescribe to you. That's the same thing with analytics too. You can't be in a meeting with the board of directors and you are telling them that you feel that the company is going to make profit in the next 3 years. They are going to ask you, how do you know? Where is your data? Where is your data? Everyone wants to see the evidence. They want to see your report. That's the whole essence of we analyzing data, is to get insights, which will help companies to make an informed business decision. So when we're talking about data, we have two types of data. We have the structured data. We also have the unstructured data. So quickly, I'm going to explain the difference between the structured and the unstructured data, so that when you are working on data, you're able to know whether it's a structured one or is unstructured. So the word structure means these are data that reside in a fixed feed within a record or a file. Data that reside in a fixed feed within a record or a file is called structured data. Example are the one you have in your spreadsheet, can be your Excel spreadsheet or your Google sheet. They are called structured data. Also, your relational databases is part of what we call structured data. Such type of data are easier for us to analyze because we only see them in a table. That's why we call it a structured data, because they reside in a fixed feed within a record or a file. While the unstructured data are the data that does not have a predefined data model or is not organized in a predefined manner. We call it unstructured because they don't have any predefined model at all. Example are untagged data, data from sensors, imaging, and audios. All those pictures on your phone, on your laptop, all those videos that you have on your phone, video from CCTV camera is part of what we call unstructured data. And also your pictures, your sensors, they are part of what we call unstructured. These unstructured data, they are very abundant. You can see them on your phone. You can also have it on your laptop too. So these are the basically two types of data that we have: the structured data and the unstructured data. We also have what we call big data. Big data. What do I understand by the word big data? These are the terms applied to the fast-moving large volume of information available in the digital era. Because of the size of the information, that is why we call it big data. And I said worldwide, about 2.5 quadrillion bytes of data is created every 24 hours. Every 24 hours, 2.5 quadrillion bytes of data is being created. So where are we getting this data from? This includes a massive volume of both structured and the unstructured data. We call them big data because of the volume of information. So where are the source of this data? Post to social media sites. These are the source of the big data. A lot of people are on LinkedIn posting one or two things on LinkedIn, maybe pictures, posting videos on LinkedIn. Some are doing LinkedIn Live. A lot of people are on Facebook dropping a lot of content. They are part of what we call big data. A lot of people on TikTok, on Instagram, or Snapchat, doing one or two things on those platforms. They are source of big data. We also have digital pictures and videos. All those pictures that you are taking with your phone, all the pictures you are taking with your laptop, they are part of what we call big data. We also have what we call internet chatter, your WhatsApp chat, your Facebook Messenger, your LinkedIn chat, your Instagram chat. They are part of what we call big data because of the volume. We also have what we call device-derived data, our cell phone GPS signals, purchase transaction of record, and many more. All those receipts too, your debit alert, your credit alert, they are part of what we call big data. So they are called big data because of the volume of information. So we term it big data. So we are going to look at business intelligence. Like I said, we have different tools for data analytics, but tonight we are going to focus on Power BI. Power BI means Microsoft Business Intelligence. Microsoft Business Intelligence. So it's one of the tools for visualization and reporting. So we use Power BI for visualization and reporting. So it's similar to Tableau, but most companies prefer Power BI because it's user-friendly than the Tableau. It's user-friendly than the Tableau. That's why most companies always request for someone that have the knowledge of Power BI because it's user-friendly. So it's being used for visualization and reporting. Likewise, the Tableau also. So likewise, the Tableau also. That's what we use Power BI to do. So we're going to talk about the building block of Power BI quickly. Just like when you want to build your house, you know you will need some materials when you want to build. Let's say you want to build a story building. So you need block, you need sand, you need cement, so you need water. So the same thing with Power BI too. When you're building a dashboard, there are a lot of things that you need. So we call it building block of Power BI. So everything you do in Microsoft Power BI can be broken down into a few basic building blocks. After you understand this building block, you can expand on each of them and begin creating elaborate and complex reports. So we call it building block in the Power BI. I'm going to summarize the building block quickly. So the first building block is the visualization. So I said a visualization sometimes also referred to as a visual. It's a visualization of your data like a chart. The one you call graph in your primary school those days. No, those we used to have a graph book, but it's called visualization now. So it's the same thing as charts. So Power BI have all sort of visualization type, and more are coming all the time. So Power BI have more charts than the Excel. It have more chart than the Excel. So it have more chart than the Excel. So we call it visualization. So we also have what we call data set as one of the building block of Power BI. And I said data set is a collection of data that Power BI uses to create in visualization. So it's a collection of data that Power BI uses to create in visualization. So we call it data set. That's what you analyze on the Power BI. So you can have a simple data set that is based on a single table from your Microsoft Excel workbook. So let's to the third building block. So we also have our reports. So in Power BI, a report is a collection of visualization that appear together on one or more pages. So we call it a report. It's a collection of visualization that appear together on one or more pages in the Power BI. So in Power BI, we don't use worksheets like the Excel. No, in the Excel, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, like that. But on Power BI, we use pages, page 1, page 2, page 3. So like that in Power BI. So in Power BI, we make reference to pages, unlike the Excel that you use worksheets. So let's move to the fourth one, which is called the dashboard. Dashboard and report, they are very similar. People use the word interchangeably, but I'm going to explain the different when we are doing the practical aspect of the Power BI. When you are ready to share a single page from a report or a collection of visualization, you create a dashboard. Much like the dashboard in your car. Now, if you enter your car, we have a place we call dashboard in the car also. A Power BI dashboard is a collection of visuals from a single page that you can share with other. So you can create a sales dashboard. You can be any HR dashboard, customer dashboard, a lot of dashboard like that. It's just a collection of data that communicates your insight, which is called dashboard. So we also have ties. In Power BI, a ties is a single visualization on a report or a dashboard, and it is the rectangular box that holds an individual visual. So I'm going to explain more on this when we are doing the practical aspect of the Power BI. So the question is, who should use Power BI? So most people used to ask this question a lot. They used to ask me this question a lot, that who are the people that need Power BI? So if your job or business or life depend on data, then you can use Power BI. So if you are working on data, you need to use Power BI. So there are two kind of users for Power BI. We have the creators, we also have the consumer. So there are two kind of users for Power BI, the creators and the consumer. So creators are people who make stuff in Power BI. They are the people that create dashboard in Power BI or create reports in Power BI. We call them creators. While consumer are the people that will read or view things built in Power BI. It can be your line manager, your sales director, your sales manager, whatever you want to view the Power BI. We call them the consumer. They're the one that go through your report. So Power BI creator are typically, it can be a reporting professional, analyst, BI developers, visualization specialist, storyteller, or presenter. So on the other hand, almost anyone can be a Power BI consumer. Everyone can be a Power BI consumer. So most companies need it. They can call it a Power BI data analyst or Power BI developer or visualization specialist. These are the job titles for some company. They just need someone that understands the Power BI. So what are they saying? They need a Power BI creator. They need someone that have the full understanding on how to use Power BI. We call them Power BI creators. So understand the Power BI desktop UI. So when you open your Power BI, basically we have three types of the Power BI. We have the Power BI desktop, which is the free version of the Power BI, which we are going to be using for the training. We also have the Power BI as a service, which is the online Power BI. That one is licensed. And we also have the mobile Power BI, which you can download on your phone. Like I said, we have three types. We have the Power BI desktop, which is the free version of the Power BI. We also have the Power BI as a service, that is the licensed Power BI. And the third one is the mobile Power BI. So the difference between the Power BI as a service and the Power BI desktop is this. If you are using the Power BI desktop, you won't be able to publish your report online. You can't publish your report online. Then you can only send your report to other people via through attachment, like a file. You have to send it as a file. You can't publish it online. But if you're using the Power BI as a service, you can publish your report online. So I don't need to have Power BI before I can view your report. All you need to do after you have published your report online is to share the link with me. I can click on the link and I'm able to have access to your report. But for the desktop, you need to send it as an attachment. The way you send your Excel file, you send it as an attachment. That's the difference between the Power BI desktop and the Power BI as a service. But the one on your mobile phone, just like when you have your Word or Excel mobile phone, you can also operate it or view reports through the mobile phone. So,
Mr. Excel, 1 second. Some people just chatted that they didn't get the email to join the session. I'm not sure why, but I know that the operation team sent out email to all. So what I've done now, guys, I just shared the Zoom link. The Zoom link has just been shared to everyone now. Feel free to share it among your network, right? Copy the Zoom link as it is, share among your network. You belong to any WhatsApp group, anywhere you think the people there can benefit from this session, feel free to share this link. Let's get more people to join so that they can benefit from this program today, okay? All right, Mr. Sir, continue.
Okay, thank you. So when you open your Power BI, you have this interface, the Power BI interface. So this is what we call Power BI interface. So you can see this place. You have your what we call tab ribbons on the Power BI, just like the way you have it on the Excel for people that are used to Microsoft Excel. So on the tab ribbons, you have the home, the view, the modeling, and the help. So I will stop the share now. Let me open the Power BI directly so that you can see what I'm talking about, the interface quickly. Please, let's open everybody open down your Power BI. So let's open our Power BI quickly. So let's open our Power BI quickly. So I believe we all have Power BI. So if you have Power BI, just type yes quickly on the, if you have opened down your own Power BI, I need a response quickly. Yes, just type yes quickly. If you have opened your Power BI, just type yes. So you need to have Power BI. If you don't have it, go and download it from your Microsoft Store. Go to your Microsoft Store on your laptop and type Power BI desktop to download it immediately. Just go to your.
Can you walk them through briefly on how to download it?
Okay.
Yes.
Just so down.
So for those that don't have Power BI, please, this time to listen attentively, okay? On how you can download Power BI on your Windows now. After Windows, then he's going to talk about Mac as well.
So if you go to your search where you can search for anything on your system, if you're using Windows 10, just go to where you have your search and type Store, which will take you to what we call Microsoft Store, which is the app on your Windows. So just click on the Microsoft Store to open it. But you have to have internet access before you can open the Microsoft Store. It's just like when you are downloading something from your phone. So you have a place called search, where you can search for different tabs. So on the Microsoft Store. So we get to the Microsoft Store. Just a minute, let me refresh this. Just a minute. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you see a button called search. So click on this search and type Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. So you click on it, you can see it's showing me on. That means I've done it before. Just click on the Power BI desktop. So you follow the instruction there. It's very simple. So you can quickly download the Power BI. So you just type Power BI desktop. So because I've already downloaded it now, it's not showing me get. So if you have not downloaded your own, you see a button called get. You just click on that button to download it directly to your system. So I guess we are clear on it. So you can quickly just go to your Microsoft Store. So where you have your search, you type Power BI desktop, Power BI desktop. So you click on it and you click on get, so you can download it immediately on your system. For Mac, you can't, from people that use MacBook, you can't use Power BI on MacBook unless you partition your system. So if you must have Windows, so if your system is not partitioned, you won't be able to download the Power BI. So for people using MacBook, so you need to partition your system so that you can have Windows in one part of the system for the training, where you can download Power BI.
So what he's trying to say is that if you're using Mac, it might not work for you at the moment, because if your Mac is not partitioned, then that will not work, right? So if you're using Mac, I would recommend you. If you have a Windows-based system, please grab it and follow and go along with us. But if you don't have a Windows-based system, then just listen actively and learn. That will be my recommendation for Mac users. Okay, Power BI is a Windows-based product. So probably I don't think they have a web version for it. You know, for Visio, I know there's a web version, but for Power BI, I'm not sure. So Mac users, listen and go through with us to learn, okay? Let me see. I think everyone is good. Is there anyone having any issues? Because the practical is about to start. Any issues, questions? If you do, can you raise your hand and I will call you to ask? Anyone? We'll probably take like 2 or 3 questions. Then we delve straight into the practical session. 2 or 3 hands, please. Let me start with Madred. Madred, please go for it.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, can you please go over the procedure again on how to download the Power BI, because I was trying to do it. I just got lost on the way. Thank you.
Okay. Are you using Windows system?
Yes.
Okay. This is what you need to do.
Just 1 second, Mr. Excel. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. Let's go to Mosun. Mosun, go for it. What's the question?
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a delay in starting my Microsoft Store. So maybe you should just give me some few minutes so you start the practical.
You are having a delay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. The session is recorded, okay? So if you are not able to get your system up and running as quick as possible, I will recommend you go through the recording after now to go over it, okay? Awa, go for it. What's the question?
Please, I don't have the file we want to work with. That's what I need.
When did you join the session?
I was on my phone before, but I changed to my laptop.
So you are coming for a Power BI hands-on session with your phone. Like I want to understand. Like you want to do Power BI on your phone.
No, I'm on my laptop. That's what I'm saying. I'm on my laptop. I was on my phone before, but I'm now on my laptop.
I understand. But the point I'm trying to make is that we need to be very, very attentive so that we don't repeat ourselves. Anything we have done, we need to move forward, right? It's like he has showed us how to download Power BI and we want him to go over it again. You know, there's no time.
No, I already downloaded it.
No, I'm just giving an example on the need for us to, you know, let's be spot on with things, okay? So are you on Telegram? Awa? Are you in Black Tech Telegram group? Awa, can you hear me?
Hello?
Are you on Black Tech Telegram group?
No.
So can you join? You have to join. Join,
Okay.
and you say, check the chat now. I'll just drop the link again. So once you join, you will now see the pinned message. Click on the pinned message, then you will see the file. Okay? I've just shared it now. All right, so let's go quickly to Chidima. Chidima, what's the question?
My question is, can we be guided for Mac users so that we can join? Can we be guided how we can partner our laptop? I'm not sure what.
Yeah, great question. Thank you. So for the purpose of this class, we wouldn't have time for partitioning, right? Partitioning is another kettle of fish. So we won't have time for that. That's why I recommend for Mac users, just listen attentively so that you can follow what we have done. When you are fully ready to get into the data analytics program, by then you can do the partitioning and you can join the main program, okay? Lola, they go for it. What's the question?
Okay, thank you. My question is, what email? I downloaded it already, but I wanted to. It's asking me to put my email, and it's not allowing my
It's not the email. Cancel the aspect. You only need to put your email. Just cancel the aspect of email.
Okay, thank you.
All right, fantastic. Let's go quickly. We have just 2 more hands. iPhone. Who is iPhone? Okay, let's go quickly to CII. CTAG. Who is CTAG?
Please, I've dropped a link for you to download the Power BI or going through the Microsoft Store.
Thank you. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, CTAG, go for it, please.
Okay, because I'm actually trying to install it from the store. So, but I'm stuck on install. I clicked on install several. It's not installing, and there's a place is telling me that you own. I don't know. I can't install. It's just, but it's not.
That means you are some of you have it before now. Check your system. If you say yes, if you say you own it, that means you have it before. Just go and search for it on your system. That means Power BI is downloaded before.
But I've been searching. I've been searching for Power BI. It's not coming up
on your system, right? Okay, I drop a link now.
Yes,
just click on that link.
Follow that link
to download it. So everybody should follow that link that I just dropped now to download the Power BI.
All right.
Just click on the link. So I'm going to Microsoft Store quickly. Just everybody click on the link, download it.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, fantastic. Yep. I think we are good, Ms. Excel. So do you want to run through that again? Just, few seconds, show them how to
I think that link is faster. There's a link I sent to you now. You can share with them.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So guys, look through, you will see the link that was just shared. Let's go through that link to download it for anyone that have not gotten it already, okay? Let's do that in the next 2 minutes.
So I see, okay, some people have downloaded it. So I've shared the link with everyone. Just look at the link, click on the link quickly. So you download it through the link.
The link is not on the chat. Mr. Excel, make sure you are sending to everyone.
Yes, I've done that now. So.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, okay. Guys, can you see the link now? Okay, they can see the link. Okay. I think we need to start. Let's start right away because of time, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
So when you open your Power BI, you have this Power BI interface. This is what we call Power BI interface. Like I said before, the Power BI is called Microsoft Business Intelligence, and it's one of the tools for data visualization and reporting. So this white part that I'm placing my cursor on, and you can see my screen, this place is called Report Canvas. It's called Report Canvas. This is where you create your dashboard on the Power BI. It's called Report Canvas. That's where you create your dashboard. If you can see this one, this is a dashboard now. You can see my screen. This is a Premier League dashboard I've created on the Power BI. So this dashboard is giving us insight of what is happening in the Premier League. You can see this is a dashboard. So let me go back to the fresh Power BI. So this is where you create your dashboard on the Power BI. So we also have what we call the tab ribbons on the Power BI. So the tab ribbons, these are the buttons that you use to navigate within the Power BI environment. we have the home, insert, modeling, view. So we call them tab ribbons. So the best way to understand this is to read whatever you are clicking on. So you don't need to cram anything. Like I used to advise people on Excel too. You see all these too like your car. You know, when you are driving a car, you don't cram out to drive a car. You know where you have your accelerator, where you have your brake, your dashboard. So you focus on the road. You know where your leg will be. The same thing with all these tools. You don't need to cram it. Just read whatever you are clicking on. So you can see under the home tab, we have different group like your clipboard group, your data group, your queries group, insert group, calculations, sensitivity, and share. So each of these tabs have groups. And under the groups, there are buttons that you can use. You can see under the home tab now, I have data group. If I want to load data into the Power BI, I go to get data. You can see different sources. So each of the tab have a group, and each of the group have a button that you can use on the Power BI. On this left-hand side, where I'm placing my cursor, is called the view selector. And we have three types of view there. We have the report view, we have the data view, and we also have the model view. The model view, that is called view selector. So during the course of the training, I will just mention it briefly, but when you register for the full training, you understand in details. So we also have the filter. This place is called the filter panes. Filter pane. This is where you get your report. This is where you get your report on the Power BI. Example, you want to get the top salesperson, the top 10 salesperson in your organization, or the top 3 best product in the market. You use your filter pane. That is called the filter panes. We also have the visualization panes. Visualization panes. This is where you have all the charts. We call it visualization panes. So you don't need to cram any of the chart. As you are placing your cursor on each of the charts, it will display the name of the chart. You can see this one is called the stack bar chart. We have the stack column chart. We have the cluster bar chart. So each chart have its own name, and it also have its own use, which we'll also be discussing briefly. But when you register fully, we go into details of how to use each of the charts. And this button that look like a paintbrush is called format. This is where you format your report, your visuals. So format means editing. This is where you edit your visuals on the Power BI. And we also have the field. Whenever you load data into the Power BI, it will come under the field. It come under the field. So your tables that you loaded into the Power BI will come under the field. Like I also mentioned earlier on that we don't use worksheets on Power BI. We use pages. You can see I'm on page 1 now. If I need another page, I click on this plus sign. It will give me page 2. Instead of showing you sheet 1, sheet 2, like the way you have it on the Excel. So Power BI uses a process called ETL process. ETL. That's the process used by Power BI. It's called ETL process. Letter E means extract, while letter T means transform, and the letter L means load. You extract the data from a source, you transform it. Transform means you clean the data. As a data analyst, you spend 80% to 85% of your time on data cleansing. And after you have cleaned the data, you now load it into the Power BI for visualization. That's why we call it ETL process. ETL process. So Power BI is divided into 3. We have the Power Query, which is used for the data transformation, which we call data cleansing in the Excel. We also have the DAX. We call it Power Pivot. DAX. DAX means data analytics expression. This is where you do all the calculations in the Power BI. DAX. We use calculation like your calculate DAX, your count DAX, your filter DAX, your whole. We have total, the Q, total quantity. So a lot of data you can use on the Power BI. So we call it DAX, which means data analytics expression. And the last one is called the Power BI dashboard. So we are going to go into full details when you register into the course fully. But now I'm going to show you a preview of what Power BI can do in less than 2 hours. Okay, quickly, we want to work with a simple data. We want to analyze an employee data. So in that employee data, I want to know information about each of my employee. I want to know their age, their annual salary, their job rating. I also want to see their pictures. I want to know my employee by their faces. I want to put I want to know their faces, put their name to their faces that, okay, I can have personal interaction with my employee. So Power BI is going to help us to visualize the employee data now. So quickly, I want you to go to the Home tab. Under the Home tab, go to your Get Data, and you click on Excel Workbook. So we are going to extract data from an Excel workbook now. So on your Excel workbook, it will take you to your device. Go and look for that data called EMP data, the one that you have downloaded. Click on the EMP data and click on Open. So it will take you to the navigator. Just click on the EMP data. You should be on the navigator. So if you are on the same place with me, type yes on the comment box quickly. So you should have your data on the navigator now. I need your comments quickly. So I have my under the navigator. Just type yes. So, okay, good. So on the navigator, you can see you now check this box where you have table 1. So everybody check that table 1. When you check the table 1, you have to check the box. Check the box. When you check it on the right-hand side, it will now show you your data preview. Your data preview. You can see the data preview now on the right-hand side. If you don't check this box and you just click on the table 1, all these 3 buttons that you see will not be activated. Where you have to load, transform data, and cancel. It will not be activated until you check the box. Look, if I didn't check the box now, you can see they have fainted out. It's not activated. When I check the box, it will be activated. When you have a preview of the data, assuming the data is not clean, you will not click on transform data. So if your data is not clean, you click on the transform data, it will not take you to the Power Query editor where you can clean your data. We call it Power Query editor. So we should be on the Power Query editor now. So this is what we call Power Query editor. Power Query editor. So if you're on the Power Query editor, just type yes in the comment box quickly. If your laptop is very slow, that may be the RAM of your laptop. If you are using 2 gig laptop, it will be very slow. Because the data analyst, you have to invest in laptop, have a good laptop. And if your laptop is jumper, we move it too. If you don't have enough space, so you expect it to be very slow. Okay, all right. We're on the Power Query editor now. On the Power Query editor, you are not having this information like mine, where I have valid 100%, error 0%, empty 0%. So we call it column quality, which I'm going to help you to bring out your own column quality. So what does that mean? That column quality gives us information of each of the column. So we know what each of the column contains. If there are error in the column that we need to correct, or if they are empty that we need to remove, we call it. So the column quality will give us the information about each of the column. All we want to achieve on each of the column is to have 100% validity on each of the column. So to bring your own out, just go to the View tab. Go to your View tab on the Power Query editor. Go to the View tab. Under the View tab on the Power Query editor, you now go to your left-hand side. There's a group called Data Preview on the left-hand side. Data Preview. That is the second group to the left-hand side. Data Preview. On that Data Preview group, you will see a button called Column Quality. Column Quality. Yours is on check. So just check it. If I look at it now, it's on check. Before, just check the column quality. You have this column quality. So this will give you a preview of what each of the column contains. Like I said earlier on, what you want to achieve is to have 100% validity. Look at this gender now. It's showing us there are 2% empty. 2% empty. So we only have 98% validity. So we are going to correct this. So these 2%, we are going to remove the empty. What I mean by empty? Empty means those blank cells or no cells in the Excel. When you are doing data capturing, you must make sure that each of the cell in the Excel is populated. You don't leave a blank empty in the Excel. So if you are doing data capturing, make sure that there's information on each of the cell that you are using in your data capturing. So because if you didn't populate it, or if you have a blank cells or empty cell on the Excel, it will show you as empty when you load it into the Power Query editor. So for the sake of this analysis, we are going to remove the 2% empty. And how do you remove it? Under the gender, click on the gender and you click on this filter button. This drop down arrow is called filter button. When you click on the filter button, you now see a button called remove empty. Remove empty. Just click on remove empty. So the Power BI, the Power Query editor, any step that you are taking under the Power Query editor will be listed under the apply steps. You can see any action that you are taking on the Power Query editor will be listed under the apply step. You can't use Ctrl+Z to undo like you normally do on the Excel here. So if you want to go back to the previous step, you come to the apply step and click on cancel, this cancel now. If I cancel this filter row, you can see it will take me back to how I have the data before. So any action that you are taking under the Power BI will be listed under the apply step. Let me remove it again. I click on my gender and I click on the drop down arrow, which is called the filter button, and I click on remove empty. You can see it will show me as filter row. So that row have been filtered. That row have been filtered. So it show me as filter row. Filter row. For people that have not been on the same page with me, what I ask you to do is to go to your home tab before, click on the get data, you click on the Excel workbook, go and look for the EMP data. When you click on the EMP data, you take to the navigator, you check it, and you click on transform data. Transform data. So let's go to the right-hand side, whether we have some error that we need to correct in the data. You can see we don't have any error in the data again. So our data is 100% clean apart from the gender. This is just a simple data to work with because of our time. So after you have cleaned your data on the Power BI, you'll now see a button called Home. Go to your Home tab. Home tab. Under the Home tab, you will see a group called Close and Apply on your left-hand side. That's the first group, Close and Apply. So click on the drop-down arrow where you see Close and Apply. You click on Close and Apply again. So that means you are loading it into the Power BI now. That is what we call the process ETL process. You are able to extract it from the Excel workbook. You are able to transform it in your Power Query editor. Now you are loading it into the Power BI. That is why it's called ETL process. ETL process. Extract, transform, and load. So it's loading into the Power BI now. Colleagues, if you want to undo, it's under the apply step. You just cancel it to undo, like I explained. So it's loading into the Power BI now. So under the field, you should have your table 1 under the field. You should have your data now, which is called table 1 under the field. So if you have your table under the field, just type yes in the comment box quickly. If you have yours loaded under the table, so if you have it loaded under the field, type yes quickly. So you should have it as table 1 under the field. Okay, okay, just drop yes. Thank you for your comments. I need yes if you have the table, the data under the field. So you should have table 1. Okay, good. Just click on this angle arrow to expand the table. Click on the angle arrow to expand the table. Click on the angle arrow to expand the table. You can see these are the columns under the table. You can see these are the columns that you have under the table. So we have the age, the date join, department, gender, manager, name, pictures, job rating, and the salary. Okay, good. Thank you. So any column you have this sigma button in front, any column that you have the sigma button in front, we call this sigma button, summation button. It means that column is a number column. That means the column is a number column. That means you can do calculation on that column. Any column that have the sigma button, which is called the summation, you can see the age is a number, it's having the sigma button. The job rating is a number, it has the sigma button, which we call summation. The salary also is a number, it has a sigma button. We call it data type on the Power BI. We have different type of data type. This is called O number, now is a number data type. But the one that are not having the sigma button, they are text. They are text column. So if you want to see your data that you have loaded on the Power BI, just go to your view selector, this button on the left-hand side, and click on the middle button. It's called data view. It will now show you the data view of the data now. So this is what we call data view. This is your data view. This is what you are going to analyze. The name of the employee, their gender, the department, the age of the employee, the day they joined the organization, their salary, the job rating, the pictures, and the line manager of each of the employee. This is what we call data view. So if you want to go back to your report view, you click back on the first button. This is what we call report view. So we are going to build our report quickly now on the Power BI. So we are going to build our report quickly on the Power BI. So I said ETL process means extract, transform, and load. We're able to extract it from Excel workbook into the Power BI, Power Query, which is used for data transformation. And after that, after we have done the transformation, we're able to load it into the Power BI. That's why we call it ETL process. Extract, transform, and load. Because it's a simple data, we didn't do much work on the transformation. When you register fully for the training, we'll go into details on how to clean data on the Power BI. Because of our time, I just want to show you how to create a simple dashboard on Power BI. So now we have our data on the Power BI. Quickly, let's go to Insert. Let's go to our Insert quickly. Everybody click on your Insert tab. Under the Insert tab, you see a group called Elements. And under the Elements group, you will now see a button called Text Box. Let's click on the text box. Text box. This is where I'm going to create the title of our dashboard, text box. So look at the text box. You are going to reduce the size of the text box and you are going to expand it, the text box like this. Expand the text box, the width of the text box. So let's type in capital letter on your cap lock and type with me. Just type employee data analytics report, employee data analytics report, employee data analytics report, prepared by. So put your name there. Employee data analytics report prepared by, you put your name there. Employee data analytics report prepared by Mr. X. So you just use your name there. So you now press Ctrl A to select all the text. Press Ctrl A to highlight all the text. Press Ctrl A to highlight all the text. You will see a button here. These are the buttons that you can use to format what you have typed now. Let's increase the size of the font size of the text to 20 so that it can look bigger. Click on this bold. This is for to bold it. And you come here. This is the horizontal alignment to centralize it. So we have the title of our dashboard. So this is the title of our dashboard, Employee Data Analytics Report prepared by Mr. Excel. So put your name there as the title of the dashboard. So how do we get the title? I asked you to go to the Insert tab. You go to the Element group and click on Text Box. That is where you type the title of the dashboard. So we have our title already. Now let's start. Let's build our report now. Like I said, you want to get details about each of the employee. I want to know their annual salary. I want to know their age. When I speak any employee, I want to get information about that individual employee. The annual salary, the age, the job rating, the gender, the department his staff is working, and the line manager of that staff, that particular staff. So you go to your visualization now, you see a chart or a visual called card. This one we call 1, 2, 3. It's called card visuals. This one is called 1, 2, 3. It's called card visuals. Click on the card visuals. Once you click on the card visuals, you now come here and check salary. Check the salary column. You should have the card, the salary in the card visual at 7 million. So let me remove it and go over it again. This is what I have to do. I have to check your card. This is what we call card. Click on the card. You have your card visuals on the canvas. What I want to display on my card, I click on salary. It will give me the aggregate of the total salary. You should have salary on the card. But if you are just downloading your own Power BI, yours will show you sum of salary. Because there are newer version of Power BI every month, you can have sum of salary as your under the 7 million. We're still having the same thing. So just reduce the size of the card. The way I'm doing now, reduce the size of the card and place it somewhere like this. You can move the card. When you're moving your visuals, just place your cursor on it and hold down your left mouse to drag it and place it somewhere here. So when you're creating your dashboard, make sure the dashboard is aligned very well. That means you need to arrange the dashboard. So if you have your card visuals, just type yes on the comment box. If you have played your first card visuals, type yes on the comment box quickly. Okay, thank you for those who are following. Just type yes quickly if you have the card visuals. Okay, all right. So if you have 8 million, you're going to format it. That means I asked to remove those empty the other time. That means if you didn't clean you won't have that 7 million. So can we take some question?
Okay. Yeah, that is fine. Okay. 1 second. Because one of the main objectives for me, I really want to make sure that we're able to make great progress. Okay. At least get to a point where we're able to cover everything that we want to cover.
And ask questions. Okay.
Thank you. Then we can now take questions towards the end.
Better. I think it's better.
Those that probably maybe didn't catch some things, the recording is there. You know, they can always go through the recording. You understand? Okay. Because of course this is a very large class, and if we start taking so many questions, at the end of the day, we might not cover much. You understand? Okay. Yes, so I will suggest we do that. But since you already asked for it, let's take like 2 or 3. Okay. Then we'll just continue, and towards the end, we can now take questions. Let's go to Udwak. Udwak, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I wanted to find out the data you got from the Excel. Do we need to have it downloaded before we can extract it? When you went from the home page, you said get data. That was where I got confused because I couldn't find. It took me to my Excel page or whatever.
Yes, you have the data downloaded on your device before your system. So when I went to get data, it's asking for Excel workbook. Then you have to download it first on your system. So you can also extract it you can extract it out from the web, you understand, from online. But what we're focusing on is an Excel workbook. That I believe you have it downloaded on your system before. So you go and click on it where you have it saved before.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, excellent, great. So let's go quickly to the next person there, Izundu.
My question is, at the point where we did the remove for the null cells, what did the Power BI do to those cells that had no values or no entry?
Yes, it will remove them, but sometimes you can also replace it. But in this scenario, we are removing it because we don't have gender for them. It will affect our report if we didn't remove that null. It are blank cells.
So if it removes them, then we have 100 cells for other subheads, and we have 98 cells for that gender subset.
Yes, it will remove entire row that have that null. Like I said the other time, that when you're doing data capturing, you have to populate, your data must be well populated. Even if it's a sales data, if you are not making sales, you need to record 0 there as 0 sales for that day. If you look at your reporting template in the office, you can see sometimes in the case 0 0 0 0 0. So we can't leave it blank, because if you leave it blank and you are doing the analysis, it will show you as null, which means empty blank. It's going to affect your analysis. For example, if you are expected to have 20 departments for like 10 million, you now be having shortage of 2 departments. You understand me? So that they are going to query your report. Why do I have lesser department and the salary is higher?
Does that make sense, Izundu? Okay, let's quickly go to Olapeju.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to quickly go over, after you open the file on the Power BI, like what's the next step to do afterwards? I just want him to run through. It does not have to show me.
Once you have the file downloaded already, just go to your home tab. You see a group called data group. You click on get data. This is what is called get data. This is where you can get it from different sources into the Power BI. You can see we have different sources there. So what we're focusing tonight is on the Excel workbook. So this is because of the training. We're going to walk you through how to get that from the web, from your CSV, a lot of sources. But because of our time, we are focusing on the Excel workbook. So just click on the Excel workbook. It will take you to your device, your laptop, where you have that data downloaded already before. Go and click on that data. It will now take you to Navigator. You see table 1 and something. So check that table 1. Once you check the table 1, you see a data preview on your right-hand side. Under the data preview, you see 3 buttons, your load, transform data, and cancel. Because you want to transform the data, you want to clean the data, you click on transform data. Once you click on transform data, it will not take you to the Power Query editor. That is where you do your data cleansing. On that Power Query editor, you see there's something we call column quality, which will show you valid 100%, error 0%, or empty 0%. But by default, your own will not have it. Just go to the View tab on the Power Query Editor. Under the View tab on the Power Query Editor, you see what we call Data Preview, a group called Data Preview. That's the second group. And you now see a button called Column Quality. Just check that button. It will show you the information of each of the column contains. You go to the gender column, you will see 2% empty on the gender column. Click on the drop-down arrow beside the gender column, and you now see a button called Remove Empty. Once you click on the Remove Empty, it will remove those 2% empty while your validity become 100%. After that, go back to your Home tab. Under the Home tab, you will see a button called Close and Apply. Click on the Close and Apply. It will now load it into the Power BI. So you'll be at the same point with us now, as you'll be having your table 1 under the field.
Okay, great. So let's move quickly to the next person. Emmanuel.
Right, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead, we'll see.
All right. In the column section by the right, where they wrote date joined, because mine is showing a summation sign instead of a calendar sign.
So that means yours is showing summation, right? That means your data type. Do you type out the data type under the dates?
Not at all.
So if yours is showing you can go back. If you want to go back to the Power Query Editor from where you are now, you go to your Home tab. You will now see a group called Queries. Can you hear me? Queries group. You see a button called Transform Data. Can you see the button?
Yeah.
Click back on the Transform Data. It will now take you back to the Power Query Editor. Let me share the screen. So are you back to the Power Query Editor now?
Yes, okay.
So go to your dates. Do you have the dates calendar here? This date join.
Okay.
What's your own showing? Okay, it's showing you 1, 2, 3, right? It's showing you 1, 2, 3.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Click on where you have that 1, 2, 3. Click on it like this.
Okay, I've done that.
You now see different data type like what I'm seeing now, right?
All right.
Or you pick dates. Click on dates to change data type. Yes. Okay. Have you picked dates? It will now show you at the calendar icon. So for a number will show 1, 2, 3. For a text, it show you A, B, C, D. Are you seeing it now? So that's how to know the data type in the Power BI. So you now go back to your Home tab and click on Close and Apply. So it will now load back to the Power BI.
Close and apply.
Is it fixed now?
Did you see that?
Just a moment. Done.
You are good?
Okay.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we are taking the last question now. Then we're gonna continue. Olubukola, please go for it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Excel. Please, I would appreciate if you can. I'm exactly at what do you call it? Power Query. What am I supposed to do at Power Query? Where am I supposed to go? Where do you have column to edit it, to clean my file, please?
I ask you to click on that gender, the drop down arrow. Where you have the click on that gender first.
Okay.
It will be highlighted in yellow color. You now see a filter button, that drop down arrow there. Are you having a drop down arrow?
Yes, I've clicked on it.
So you now see a button called remove empty. Click on that remove empty.
Okay.
Have you clicked on it?
Yes.
So if you on your right hand side now, you see what we call apply step. It will show you filter row. That means you have filtered there, you have removed that 2% empty there. So go back to your home tab. Go to your home tab now. That's the first tab review.
Home tab. Okay.
Yes. Under the home tab, you will see a button called close and apply on your left hand side. That's the first button on the left hand side. Close and apply.
Yeah, I can see close and apply.
Oh yeah, click on the drop down where you see close and apply, and you now click back on the close and apply again. So just hold on for it. So click on the close and apply. So it will load into the Power BI, but it takes some few seconds to load it, depending on your laptop speed.
Okay, it's on the field. I can see a table under the field.
So what I have to do, when you have it under the field, we are on the same page. Just go to your insert tab. You see a group called Elements Group. So you have to read what you are clicking on. Insert tab. Look at the group on my screen, Elements Group. Click on the text box.
Okay.
When you click on the text box, you are going to expand the text box. Expand the width, like where I expand mine now. Look at the way I expand. Like something like this. Expand the width. So you now type inside the text box in a capital letter. So you type this, employee data analytics report prepared by, you put your name there.
Are you good?
Yes, sir, I'm on it, sir.
So after you put your name, just press Ctrl to highlight it. Highlight it. So you increase the size to 20 where you have it like this. You can use any number. You can use 18 if you want. Just put 20. You bold it, you centralize it quickly. So we'll be on the same page. So okay, we can continue now. Yeah.
Fantastic. So guys, let's appreciate the fact that what we are trying to do today is hands-on. Typically, programs like this are just somebody coming to talk, but we want to make it hands-on. So you have a feel of this thing. It's not rocket science. I also want to encourage us to ensure we are following through. Avoid distractions so that you can follow through, because we still have a whole lot that he needs to finish up with, right? We want to get to that final point to really visualize what we have been able to build at the end of the day. In a normal class, talking about our program, we are talking about 40 students. When you have 40 students, of course, you're talking about a class of 4 hours. Each class, there's enough time to take through each person, understanding anybody having an issue, corrections. Of course, everybody, all questions will be answered, right? Small class, and of course, a lot of time. There's a lot of attention to ensure everybody succeed. But when we have over 300 people like this, you understand what it means, right? So please try as much as possible to follow through. Okay, Excel. Let's continue.
Okay, good. So what I've created now is called card. This is card visuals. And I created my card visuals. So this is what I did before. I went to my visualization and I click on this. When you click on report canvas, click on this card. This 1, 2, 3 is called card. Where you have 1, 2, 3 is called card visuals. When you pick your card, and I asked to go and pick your salary, it will not show you 7 million. So and I asked to reduce the width of that card. Just place it somewhere like this. So please, if you have your card, this 7 million, just click on the card. You will not come here. You see a button called field. For some version of the Power BI to show you sum of salary, while some of the old version, the one that maybe October version will show you salary like this. So when you have this field, double click on that salary, just double click on it. And once you double click on it, you can clear what you have there before. I want you to type annual salary, edit that as annual salary. So double click on that field and retype the name as annual salary. You press enter. That's how to edit the category. We call it category label. That's how to edit the category label under the card. So the annual salary is 7 million for everybody. So once you have created the first card, so click on your report canvas away from what you have done before, so that it will not, so that when you pick something new, it will not override what you have done before. So when you create a card, you click outside that visuals on your report canvas. We are going to create another card again. Go to your visualization, click on the 1, 2, 3, and check. I want you to check the rating, the job rating. It will give us the total job rating of 376 as job rating. Minimize the size and place it beside the first card. So we have it here. So as you are moving your visuals, you should see this red line. This red line is showing you the alignment. So you have to note the red line when you are dragging the visual from one point to another. Make sure that they are aligned. You can see they are aligned at the center now. It will show you the alignment, whether they are aligned or not. So we have our second card. So click on your report canvas again to go and create the third card. Pick your card visuals. So I want you to check the age. Check age. It will give you the total age of all the staff. So reduce the size of the age. So just reduce the size of the age. So if for some version of the Power BI, it show you sum of age. If you just show you sum of age, come under the field where you have the age, sum of age. Double click on this under the field and retype your own as age. If you want to show you sum of age, just edit it as age and press enter. So you have it as age. It says your sum of age. So we have their total age. So click on your report canvas also and pick your card. You pick your card visuals. So what I want on my card visuals, I want the manager. I click on the manager so that I will see the manager of each of the employee when I select them when I'm done with my dashboard. So reduce the size of the card and place it somewhere here. This is the manager. So it shows us as first manager now. The category label is showing us as first manager. Come to the field and double click on the first manager under the field. Remove the word first so that you have manager there. So just remove the first so that you have manager. So whatever we are doing, we are editing it under the field. So I also want us to create another card. Click on report canvas, your card visuals, and I want you to pick the gender. Pick the gender. So reduce the size of the gender and place it somewhere here. This is the gender. You can read the size of the gender quickly. So it shows us as first gender. Come to the field and remove the word first. Double click on it there and remove first so that you can have and press enter. You only have the gender. So lastly, I also want to see the pictures of each of the employee so that when I pick any employee, I should be able to see the details of this employee now. So click on report canvas. You will now go to a visuals called table. These are called table visuals. Click on the table visuals. Once you have selected your table visuals, I want you to select pictures. Click on pictures. When you click on pictures, it will show you a link. It will show you a link. It's not showing the picture directly. We need to go and format it so that you can show us the pictures. It's showing us a link. When you click on tables and you check pictures. So once it's showing you a link like this, you go to your view selector. On the view selector, you click on the middle button, which is called data view. Data view on the view selector. It shows you data view on the view selector. So it will not show you the data that you're working on under the Power BI. So you now go and click on the picture column. So select the picture column. Just click on this picture column. It will be highlighted in yellow column. Once you select the picture column, on your tab previews, you see a button called column tools, column tools, column tools. Under the column tools, you now see a group called properties, properties. Under the properties, you will see a button called data category. You can see showing us as uncategorized. So click on the drop down arrow where you have the uncategorized. You are going to pick image URL. So click on image URL so that you can display the image. So pick the image URL. Once you have picked the image URL, you go back to your report view on your left hand side, the first button. Click on the report view. You will see the picture of each of the staff. Look at their pictures it's showing. So you can minimize the size. Minimize the size so that it can show us only one pictures at a time, like this. Minimize the size and put the pictures somewhere like this. So once you have picked the pictures, we are going to pick a slicer now, so that whenever we pick any staff, we want to see information about the staff. Just click on your report canvas.
Mr. Excel, 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Can you? I know that you are looking at time. Obviously, that is why you are increasing pace. Can you slow it down a little bit?
Okay.
Yes, yes. I know. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I know because of time, you really want to make sure that we get to that last point before we wrap up. Just slow down a little bit.
Okay.
I believe we'll get to that point as well,
Okay.
so that we're not going to lose anybody.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So let me remove these pictures and go over the pictures again. So when you want to remove any of the visual that you have created, you will see a 3 dot on top. This 3 is called more options. That 3 dot is called more options. When you click on it, you see a button called remove. So I want to go over how to get the pictures now quickly. When you click on your report canvas, whenever you create a visuals, you must create on your report canvas to pick another visuals. If you click away from what you have created before, it will override what you have done before. So click on report canvas. You now go to your visualization. You will see a visual called tables. So click on that table visuals. Under the table visuals, you go and check your picture. Check your pictures. So because I've formatted it before, that's why it's showing me as a picture like this. But if you have not formatted your own before, it will show you as a link. So if yours is showing you as a link, when you click on the table and the pictures, all you need to do is to go to your view selector and click on data view. Data view. On that data view, you now click on the picture column. It will be highlighted in yellow color. You now see a button called column tools on top, column tools. Under the column tools, you now see a group called properties, and you see a button called data category. Under the data category, by default, it will show you uncategorized. This is what it will show you by default, uncategorized. That's what it will show you, uncategorized. So you click on the drop down arrow and pick image URL. So you pick image URL. When you pick an image URL, you now go back to the view selector and pick the first button, which is called report view. So you should have the picture of each of the employee. So I only need one picture per time. So I asked you to reduce the width of the pictures, reduce the height so that you can only have one picture per time. So just place the picture here beside the other visual that you have created. So we have the picture. So what we are trying to do is that if we select any staff now, we should be able to see the picture of the staff. Now, we're going to bring out what we call slicer. And what is a slicer? A slicer is used for filtering based on criteria. We use our slider to filter our data based on criteria. We use slider to filter data based on criteria. So these are our slicer. This visual that have a funnel is called slicer. Click on the slicer. So what I want to put on my slicer, I will now go and check the name of the employee. I should have them on the slicer. Just check the name of the employee. So you have it on the slicer. Look at the name of all the employee on the slicer. So if I want to get information about this employee now, for example, let us know how to get information about Agnes. Who is Agnes? Is it a female staff? Who is his manager? How old is Agnes? What is Agnes' job rating? And what is annual salary for Agnes? So just check Agnes like this. Look at the report now. You can see Agnes is a female staff. Ram is his manager. He's 27 years old and his job rating is 5 and his annual salary is $84,000. If I check Allen, look at the report for Allen, you can see to give information about Allen. As you're picking each of the staff, you are seeing more information about it. That's what we call insights. Insight means a process information. I'm seeing this guy now. Oh, Allen is a female staff. His line manager is Carla. He's 36 years old and job rating is 5 and his annual salary is $78,000. So if I want to clear it, the slicer, you will see a button called clear selection. If I clear it, I will see back all this information on the dashboard, So if you're on the same page with me, just type yes on the comment box quickly. So if you're on the same page with me, type yes on the comment box quickly. So I need your response. If you're on the same page with me, type yes on the comment box quickly. So for people that didn't get the slicer, I'm going to do a recap on the slicer quickly. Let me remove the slicer so that you can see it again. So I click on my report canvas. This is the slicer. I told you earlier on that each of the visuals have their own name. You don't need to cram any visuals. The names are there. Click on the slicer. You have the slicer. I will now check name. So when I pick name on the slicer, that means I want to see the report by their names. I want to see the information of each of the staff. They are in a slicer. This is what we call slicer now. Slicer. So now let's click outside the slicer. Let's create 2 more visuals. Let's create 2 more visuals. So you now click on your report canvas. Go to your table visuals. Table visuals, check department. In the table visuals, check department, check salary. So you should have salary and department, salary by department. So when you check the salary and department on your table visual now, you have 3 buttons on the table visuals. The first one is called the filter. The second one is called the focus mode. And the third one is called the more option. That 3 dots is called more option. Click on the focus mode, which is the middle one. It's called focus mode. Focus mode will enlarge. It will enlarge the visuals. That means we call it focus mode. That means you are focusing only on that particular visual at a time. It's called focus mode. Focus mode. So if a question asks you that, which private is collecting the highest salary, which private is collecting the highest salary, all you need to do is to sort the department based on salary. So that you can see the performance of the department based on salary. How do we sort under the Power BI? So you can see the header is department and salary. So just click on this header, this salary. When you click on it, you will see your arrow is going downward. This is what we call descending order. Which means from largest to smallest. If I click on the header again, which is the salary, the arrow will be going upward. This is what we call ascending order. You can see the arrow is going up. It's going upward. It's called ascending order. which means smallest to largest. It means smallest to largest. You can see the HR department is collecting the lowest salary in the organization. So now click on back to your report, back to report. So if I now want to turn this table visuals into another chart, which is called cluster bar chart, all you need to do is to come to your visualization and pick this third chart. It's called cluster bar chart. So you should have it like this in your cluster bar chart. These are called cluster bar chart. So you can expand the chart a little like this. So we have our cluster bar chart, cluster bar chart. So let's create one more chart. So click outside the charts on your report canvas. Pick your table. You have your table visuals. Let's check gender. I want to see salary by gender. I want to know whether I'm paying female than male. So I want to know who's collecting the highest salary in the organization. Is there gender inequality in the organization? Am I paying the female than the male or vice versa? After I've checked the gender, check salary. So you should have salary by gender. So click on the focus mode, which is the middle button, to expand it. You can see that you are paying the male more than the female in the organization. So click back to report and let's put this in a pie chart. This is all called pie chart on the Power BI. This is all called pie charts. So you can expand the pie chart like this. So pie chart will always give you in a percentage contribution. You can see it's in percentage. You are paying more of the male than the female. So please, when you are working on the Power BI, your chart is very interactive, unlike the Excel. Charts, they are very interactive, unlike the Excel. If you click on this bar, this HR bar mistakenly now, let's say I click on this HR bar, it will filter the report for me. Can you see now? It will filter the whole report for me by himself, unlike the Excel. And then some of you have clicked on this mistakenly, now you are not saying anything. So if you click on something like this, it will filter it mistakenly, it will filter the report. You don't have to worry yourself. All you need to do is to click back on that bar again to unfilter it. So each of these buttons, they are very interactive. They are very interactive. So we have our bar chart and we also have our pie chart. If you're on the same page with me, just type yes on the comment box quickly. So I need your response. So a lot of people are following. That's good. If you're on the same page, I need your response. Type yes on the comment box. That shows that you're following. Type yes on the comment box. Type yes. Okay, good. So if you now want to make your report to look more beautiful than this, so this is just a simple dashboard. If you want your report to look more beautiful than this, go to your view tab. Everybody go to your view tab. Under the view tab, you will see a button called Teams. There's a group called Teams. That's the first group to your left-hand side. Is called Teams. Under the Teams, these are the themes that you can use on the Power BI. But if you need more themes, you now click on this drop-down arrow. It's called More to see more of the themes. You see more themes. So we are going to use this particular theme. This black one is called Innovate for the purpose of this training. Everybody click on that Innovate. You have your dashboard on the Power BI. So you can see now, this is our dashboard on the Power BI. So congratulations, you have your first dashboard on the Power BI now. But if you look at your name, this slicer is showing in black color. We are going to format it so that it can show in white color. Just click on the slicer to be active. Once your slicer is active, make sure that it's active. You now come to this place, which is called the format brush. It's called format your visuals. Click on that format your visuals. When you click on it, you should have visuals and general. Under the visuals, go to values. On that values, you are going to change the color, the font color to white. so that the names can be shown in white because you are using black background. Let me go over it again. Make your slider to be active like this. Once it's active, you click on this paintbrush. It's called format your visuals. Once you click on it, you should have these two buttons, visual and general. Under the visuals, you see a button called values. Click on the values, go for your font color and change it to white. So you have your dashboard. So if a question asks you that, oh, Carol, give us information about Ambrose, what you need to do is to go and check Ambrose in the slicer. It will give you a report about Ambrose. You can see the guy is a male. Ian is the manager, is 46 years old. Job rating is 4, and the annual salary is $71,000. You can see the department here is in procurement department, and the gender is already displaying here too. So if you want to clear the slicer, you will see a button on top. It's called clear selection, where you can clear the slicer. You can clear your slicer using that button to clear the slicer. So you can clear your slicer using that button. So this slicer is used to pick different employee. If you want to send information, if I pick another employee now, let's say I want to see information about Casper. If I click on Casper, it will give me information about that guy. So that's the essence of using the slicer. And you can also use this button to clear your slicer. So this is the Power BI dashboard. Once you are done with the dashboard, you can pick different themes. If you come here again, we don't want to use that innovate, you can use different color of themes depending on how you want your dashboard to look like. But that innovate is good for the purpose of this training because we don't have much time to be formatting and our reports. We are going to stick on the innovate, that black color, which is called innovate. So once you are done with your dashboard, you are going to minimize the filter, minimize the visualization, minimize the field. Your report to look bigger. Your report will look bigger. You can see we have minimized all those buttons so that it can look bigger on the dashboard. So if you now want to export your dashboard into PDF, it's very simple. Let's want to export it into PDF. All you need to do is to press Ctrl P. Everybody press Ctrl P. Ctrl P. You have your report being converted to PDF format. Ctrl P. So look at our report now. So you can send your report now as an attachment to maybe to your line manager. So if you press Ctrl P, so you have it in a PDF. You can see your dashboard in a PDF format. So I'll stop here to ask me any of the question. Or if you're not getting, I can do a recap on anyone that you didn't get.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Incredible. Great work, Mr. Excel. Well done. Okay, so typically we would like to, we started 6 p.m. EST, and our plan is to, have this for 2.5 hours. So 6 p.m. to 8:30. This is already like 8:36. But we'll see what we can do to power on to 9 p.m. So meaning 3 hours, 6 to 9. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. So we have, I would say 24 minutes to wrap this up. Incredible session, and I believe this has been very, very valuable. For everyone that have been part of it, to appreciate Power BI. There's so much to this, but because of time, right? That was why Mr. Excel had to, kind of go through it a little bit quick. But of course, just like we mentioned, the main program is starting 14th of January. There are people today earning 6-figure salary just doing this in the workplace, helping the organization to build dashboards, right? And of course, working on Excel. Then of course, if there is anything on SQL, that could be part of what they will be doing. So there are so many things, really, that sometimes you might have passion. For example, if you're the kind of person, you have a passion for data, you have passion for analysis, you have passion for insight. Something like this is what you might just be doing in the workplace. So many of our alumni that graduated from Black Tech Data Analytics program, this is what they do. Many of them, right? Because the truth of the matter is that most organizations already have, for example, the database team. So because there's a database team, in some banks, they call them enterprise team. Those teams, their work is database, backup, restore, anything database, they deal with all those things. But for you now as a data analyst, you find out that your work is not necessarily a DBA in most environments. Rather, your work is about helping the organization to extract insights to enable them make informed business decisions. That is what your work entails in most organizations as a data analyst. And we are talking about salaries of 100K and above, once you are good in what you do, okay? So this is just the tip of the iceberg for what you guys are going to learn for those of you that will be joining the main program starting 14th of January, okay? So let's take some questions. Let me see, where am I going to start from? I've got 11 hands here. Let's see if we 12 now, okay. So let's see if we can take the 12 and then we can call it a wrap. Let's do that. So please, guys, because of time, once you mute yourself, please, let's try to go straight to the question. Just straight to the question so that we can get others as well. Emmanuel, are you there? Emmanuel. Okay, let's go to Oluwaseun.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, please, Emmanuel.
All right, please. I missed the bar chart of the salary by department and departments. That's where I got lost, actually.
Okay. So this one is how you have this one before. Let me just open a new page to bring it out again. So what I have to do initially is to check the table. I have to check this table first. You have your table. I have to check under the field, check departments. So if you are not checking the department, you can drag it inside the table too. That's why we call it drag and drop. You can drag it. You can also drag the salary to go and meet it. You understand that we now have salary by department. So when I say on the table, we have 3 buttons on the table. This one is called focus mode. Focus mode will expand the table.
Sorry. Because my salary is not popping up. Annual salary.
Is it checked? Is your salary checked?
Yes, it's checked.
Is it having Sigma button?
It has Sigma button. Summation.
Check it again. Do you pick table, not card? I mean table visuals. Are you on table visuals? You pick card, not table. This is table visuals, not card. Card can't be two items at the same time. This is table visuals. Check table visuals. Check department, and check salary. So the names are there. Don't need to cram on the visuals.
Check, okay, table visual. Okay. Department. Okay. All right. Done.
So you have it now, right?
Yes, I do.
So you now come here after you pick the table. This is the third. This one is called cluster bar chart. The third chart here. Trying to a third. Call it cluster bar chart. So you have it like this. Okay. So this one is because I sorted my own in ascending order. So if you want to sort it, you can click on that 3 button on top. You score more options. You see sort axis. You now pick by salary. You pick ascending. So it should be in ascending like this one.
Okay, done.
So you can click on back to report. It becomes smaller back again. Okay. Please, some of these questions, some people have the same question, so at least the answer should be able to provide for it. Questions that are very similar to this.
Yes, no, spot on. Please, if anyone asks any question that is already similar, please let's move on to the next one because of time. Thanks so much, Ms. Excel. Let's go quickly. Oluwaseun.
Yeah, thank you. My own question is about the table. I chose the table for the department and salary, but under the department is only websites that is showing. Other departments are not showing.
So you check table and you check salary, and it's only one salary. It's only one salary that is showing.
It's only one department. It's only websites that is showing.
Okay,
Other
the question,
are not showing.
The question is, I hope we didn't filter anything. Like I told you that time, like if we filter anything, it's only that thing that will show. I hope we didn't filter any of the reports. Look at your main report. What's your own showing? Is it showing the female colored like this? What is it showing?
Yeah, it's showing a female.
Yes, what is it showing the age like 2,948? Is it showing like this? Go,
The age is
do
36.
you have, yes, it's because you have picked something on the slider. What name do you check on the slider?
Okay.
Look at your slider.
Okay.
What name do you check on the slider?
Okay. Yeah. I pick Hannah or something like that.
Yeah, look at the board, look at my screen. There's something called clear selection. I click on this clear selection.
Yeah.
To place. So you see back before reports. I can pick the table again and show everything.
Okay. It has shown, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Let's go quickly to Ololade. Before Ololade, remember guys, this continues tomorrow. 3 days. This is 3 days. Today we focus on data analytics. We have already done 1 month free SQL. For many of you that attended, you fully understood about SQL now. Today, what we wanted to do is hands-on on Power BI, which is what we've done. There's no much time. There's so much to talk about this, but we have to, make this, to happen within the time that we have. So tomorrow, we are going to be focusing on business analysis. Tomorrow, don't miss it. Cybersecurity and business analysis. Those 2 topics, we're going to be dealing with them tomorrow. So make sure you join in tomorrow. Tomorrow by 6 o'clock, the same time, 6 o'clock EST. That is when we are going to be looking at business analysis and cybersecurity. Then I can see many are asking for recording of this session. All our sessions are recorded and we also share on our YouTube channel. So please, everyone, I just shared the link right now, a link to our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, do well to click on that link and subscribe so that once the program team upload this recording, you'll be among those that will be notified, okay? Click on it and click on notification button, and this particular session is going to be uploaded probably by tomorrow or next. The team will upload it on the YouTube and you can go there to catch it if you probably miss 1 or 2 parts, okay? The link has just been shared again. All right, so let's move quickly now. Oluwaseun, go for it.
No, Ololade.
Okay, Ololade, go for it, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Osita, Mr. Excel. So I got lost at the point where you were creating visuals. When I picked the card, I think it's supposed to show me some items like age, salary, and those stuff to select, but there is nothing showing on my own screen.
No, you want to pick on the card like this. It will be empty until you go and check whatever you want to see on the card. Until you check it.
Is that where you are checking age, department, gender, manager? It's not coming up.
It's coming up because you didn't mean. Might look at this angle arrow. You are only showing table 1. You have to expand it. Click on the angle to expand it.
Okay.
You have to expand it. So this is a table. Under the table, you have these are the columns under the tables. You have to expand it. By default, it's not expanded. These are you have it by default before. Yes. So expand it. So when you now click on anyone like age now, I'll see their total age like this display on the card.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, fantastic. Let's move quickly. Izundu, go for it, please.
My question is that the final report we have, or the final dashboard that we have, it can only be interacted with by someone who is using business BI, right?
Yes.
Because if we export it as a PDF, it doesn't give information about any of the particular staff. So if you were to publish it, so to say, let's say you have the online version or the subscribed version and you were to publish it, would readers be able to click on any of the staff names and find out the information about them? Because yes, what we have without selecting any name, what we have is just over general, right? Sum of age is a high number for age and sum of ratings is a high number for ratings. So is it possible that if you were to publish this and make it like part of someone's presentation, that whoever is reading it can be able to now interact with it by themselves, click on it and find out insight about one particular employee?
Yes, if you are not publishing it, you can send it as a file. Do you understand? As an attachment, like the Power BI desktop now. If you click on this file, you will see save as. Can you see now? Once you save it, you can now send it to me as an attachment. So if I have Power BI and I downloaded your report, I can also interact with the report. Are you clear now?
Okay.
So that means for the Power BI desktop, you just click on File, Save As. You save just like the way you save your Excel file, no Excel report now. The way you save it, you now go to your email, click on Attachment. You now attach it as a file, Power BI file. So you send it to me.
I understand that if it was going to somebody who.
Yes, for the online, this publish, but if you're using the online, it will be activated, so you can publish it. So when you publish, you are publishing to a cloud, so it will not share it as a link. So once you share it as a link, I can also interact with the report. So the advantage is that I don't have to have Power BI before I can interact with it.
So my question is, someone who has that link can be able to interact with it.
Yes.
Just the person doesn't have to have Power BI.
Yes, you can have access to it. It's on the cloud.
Yeah,
and
because that's the online version. Okay.
Yeah, no,
all right,
that is the licensed version.
We need to move to the next question. Let's move quickly, guys. Let's go to Edna. Edna, please go for it. Edna, are you there? Okay, let's go quickly to Adiola.
Hello, yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay, let's make it fast, guys. Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
Actually, my own started from the get data. When I got to that get data, I could not. This thing is just plain. It's not coming up. I click the get data. I don't know.
Okay, so can you watch the recording? I think you watch the recording, you'll be able to resolve that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it could just be that your system was slow at that point. Or Mr.
If your RAM is very slow, I know some of you are using like 2 gig RAM. As some of you that you have a lot of film moving on your system. It's very is very heavy than Excel. It will be slowed down. So when you click on get data, some of the system it takes time to respond. Like some of the system now, it may take like maybe 10 minutes. It will frustrate you if the RAM is very low. So when you click on the get data, you see Excel workbook. So that one will take you to your device.
It's opened. Actually, it's opened.
Go and look for the Excel file. You have to go and look for the Excel. No, you have to look for the Excel file. So, but when, if you are because our time now, where you are is very far. So if you are watching the videos, you get it better. Just go to your get data, click on the Excel workbook, click on the AMP data. You see navigator there. You check the table 1. You click on transform data. But just for the videos for the recap.
I'm there, but that transform data is not highlighted for me to click
because
on it.
You didn't follow what I asked you to do. Check the box for table 1. You only tick. You didn't check the box. There's a box there. Check it.
I'm seeing table 1. That is what I'm
box.
clicking now.
The box. Tick the box. Tick.
Okay. Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's loaded. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Grateful.
The next question.
Adiola, go for it, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this wonderful privilege you're giving to us. Mr. Ezel, I can see what you are doing the other time. When you are using the table, the slicer, and the card. What is relationship between all those visualization? You use card, you pick your rating, you pick the salary. Why can't you use table to pick the same value? I'm still confused in that regarding. Now you use your card, you use your annual salary, your rating, your managers, and
so just hold on a sec, Mr. Excel. Can you react to that?
Okay. And when you have card, like I said, all that, and there are different type of visuals. Do you understand? When you pick a card is giving you your information in a single unit. You are seeing it at a glance. If I put this one in the table, look at the way to show on the table now. Let me open. Just hold on. Open page 2. So just a minute. If I put this one in a card, let's say I change this one to a card, a table rather. Look at the way to show in the table. Can you see the way it's showing in the table now? Okay. Look at the way it's showing in the table. So the way it's just like this in the table, it's not really showing very well. But when I put in the card, look at the difference in the card. Can you see the difference?
Okay.
So at a glance, it's giving your insight immediately. So see my dashboard, if I pick something here, you will see at a glance that, oh, this particular guy is collecting 84,000 annually. Do you understand now? Unlike representing a table like this, look at the difference.
Okay, it makes sense to me now.
You understand? So, okay.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let's go to Chika. So more 3 questions. Chika, are you there?
Yes,
okay, make it brief, please.
So my problem is actually set up. I tried to download, but it was trying to tell me to always register my email. But
just ignore that. Just ignore that.
Just ignore that. I said just ignore that email aspect. Once you download it, just ignore the email aspect. You don't have to sign in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, fantastic. Great. So let's go quickly. Munachi. Munachi, are you there?
Yes, I am. Okay, it's not really like a question. I just want to really thank you that I really enjoyed my, I really enjoyed this lecture online section.
Excellent.
And I even did far more than what was taught. And today is my first day using Power BI.
Wow.
And I wish I could even share what I did. I added some colors.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And there is more to that. There's more to Power BI. So good one. It's good that you followed, and it's good that you're able to, make a little bit more advanced into what we are doing, which is great. Guys, now you have Power BI on your laptop. Nothing stop you. Practice, right? By yourself. Yeah. You can do anything you want to do, go ahead and do that. But just like we said, this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what the Power BI component as part of the data analytics program is all about. If you join the 14th January program, you will be able to realize more of what we're talking about here. Let's move quickly, guys, because of time. Andrea, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, thanks to the team for organizing this. I just have a question, really, or rather, I need a clarification. So, okay. Mr. Excel said this is a dashboard, but I was working under the assumption that a dashboard was more interactive, that like using live data. I would have thought this is a report. I don't know if you can just give further clarification on that. Thank you.
You mean using live data, right?
Yeah, I was thinking a dashboard uses live data that changes, something that is maybe on the internet and you can refresh, and then it would refresh here. That's just like the...
Okay, it's because we are not using a live data here. Look at this. Can you see this report, everybody? This is a Premier League now. This is a live data. These data are connected to the Sky Sports. So when they update their websites, this report will be updated. Look at this report now. You said that they are playing 9 matches. I think how many matches have they played this season? Yeah, people that love football. How many matches, guys?
On the chat.
How many matches have they played this season?
Okay, it's 9. Somebody said 9.
Is it 9? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, if they let's say they resume the Premier League now, they play some matches again, and I want to refresh this report. So if I go to my home tab, you will see a button called refresh. You understand now? Once you click on that refresh, it will synchronize because this is a live data. But when we are working on, it's not a live data. You understand now? Because this is what is refreshing now. It will refresh and synchronize with that website. So that way you'll be learning when you join the training. So how to work with the live data, a live report. So once you work on the live report, your report, once they update the website, your report will synchronize with the new updates and it pick it when you click on refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay,
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question there, Andrea. And Mr. Excel, thanks for the great response as well. So let's go quickly to Emeka. Emeka, what's the question?
So sorry, Mr. It's not 9 matches, so maybe it's 14. Can see I've changed to 14 now.
Yeah, so you can see it's 14 now.
It's 14
I wasn't the one that said 9. Somebody said 9 on the chat.
So it's can I say it's 14 matches?
Yeah,
at 37 points now. So it's a live data.
Yeah, so I think we have a lot of folks saying 14, which is in sync with what we are seeing now. Trust me, since Ferguson left Manchester United, I stopped following Premier League because I'm a Man U fan. I don't understand what those guys are doing. Since Ferguson left, we have not really been able to get it right. So maybe when we start going back to where we belong, on top, first or second spot, by then I will start. Look at, how can Arsenal be on top of the league? How can Arsenal of all people? Can you imagine that? Okay, let's move quickly. Let's move quickly to the next person. Let's go to, who was the person I called? Emeka. Emeka, go for it, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sister Man. You are too much. You are doing well, and I appreciate being here. Please, I'd like to get Mr. Excel, the area of the team. But also so clear how you went about that team. I don't know if you can clarify me.
Just go to your view tab, view. Are you on the view tab? You see teams there. If you want to see more teams, you click on this drop down arrow to see more teams. So you can play around the teams when you're working. But you can also create your own teams too. You understand? I also teach you how to develop your own team. But this is that they're the inbuilt teams on the Power BI.
Yes.
So.
All right, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go. Olani, go for it quick.
Thank you very much for the time given us. Please, I just want Mr. Excel to help me out with the picture part of it. I didn't get that. Maybe if it's something he can quickly run, then I can get it.
I think he repeated that picture part like 2 or 3 times. Which part is it that you didn't get? Can you be more specific?
The picture.
Okay. Now, have you picked table and pictures?
I've picked every other thing. It's just the picture side I didn't get.
No. Just pick the table and check pictures. Just go to the table visuals and check pictures.
I did that. I picked the
picture. Hold on. Just pick the table and check picture. It's showing you link, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, go to your left-hand side. This view selector. Click on this data view.
Data view.
The middle one. Those 3 buttons on the left-hand side. Are you there?
Is it the one that says more option?
No. Look at my screen. On the left-hand side, there are 3 buttons on the left-hand side of your dashboard. Left-hand side, left. Those 3 buttons there. So the middle one is called data view. Have you picked the middle one?
No, I've not picked that.
Quickly do that, please.
I want to see how you do it. Then I'll go.
Look at my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I'm looking at the
screen.
Data view. So you now click on your picture like this. Make the picture to be highlighted like this. The picture column. So once the picture column is active, you see what we call column 2s on top. Column 2s. You now see a group called properties. You see a button called data category. What is the one showing? Uncategorized, Abby?
Uncategorized.
Oh yeah, click on the drop down arrow there and pick image URL. URL. So also pick image URL. You now go back to the view select on the left-hand side and pick the report view, the first button. So you should have their images there. So just reduce the size.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, fantastic. So let's take the last question for the night. Steve, are you there? Steve. Okay, let's go to Dolapo, please. Dolapo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please go for it. Make it brief, please.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, Mr. Excel. Quickly, the area of when we pick the slicer and we are combining gender and salary, on my own is not separating the gender and salary on different columns. I'm getting gender, salary. I don't know why.
Which visual do you pick for gender and salary? Which visual do you pick?
Slicer.
You can't put 2 things on the slicer. You can only select 1 thing on the slicer.
Oh,
so you can put slicer for gender. You can also put slicer for employee name, but you can't check two things on the slicer.
So what visual am I supposed to pick there? I think that was what I did wrong.
If you want to do salary by department, you can put them in a table before you now change it to whether you want to use cluster, column, or cluster bar chart. So you must be in a table like this. Look at the way it's displayed on the table. This is a table now. I can decide to use cluster column chart like this now. This is another chart. But this slicer is used to filter your report. Maybe you want to measure the performance of the employee. I want to see their performance in details about each of the employee. That's like places on the slicer. So you can't check two things on the slicer, but you can have like 4 or 3 slicers. You understand now? Okay. If I check slicer for employee, I can have slicer for gender also too, but not together. Is that clear now?
Yeah, clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, fantastic, awesome. Incredible. Mr. Excel, thank you so very much. This has been great session. The feedback has been amazing. I can see a lot of chat here, professionals say, hey, I never know I can do this. Some are even saying, oh, I've even gone ahead to do more things. This is incredible, guys. No one that attended this session today will not be able to understand or talk about Power BI. Even during the interview, somebody's talking to you about Power BI. You say, oh, what's Power? No, you don't need to say what's Power BI anymore. Now you understand what it is. And this is just a tip of the iceberg. There's so many things in this. Just like we mentioned, somebody was asking, this what we did today, under which area in IT is this? This is data analytics. If you want to become a data analyst, you will have to learn Power BI or Tableau, at least one visualization tool, in addition to Excel, in addition to SQL and Python. All this will be covered in the program starting 14th of January. So please do well to register. As I said, there's up to 50% discount, right, for the programs. So do well to register, and the team will provide all the details that you need. And of course, you can be part of that. Let me drop all the details again. So if you look at the chart, you will see the first link is for registration. Click on that link. You will see all Black Tech program, 12 programs starting from January. Click on the link and choose the one you want and register for it. Then the email is there as well. You need maybe more clarifications or you need information, send an email, right? Then the phone number is also there. That phone number will help you to reach out to the career advisor. You can send a chat or WhatsApp chat and you'll get a response as well. You can also make a phone call, you'll get a response as well, okay? Give your career a chance. 2023 is the year for those that are ready to level up their career. So there's nothing like, I don't know where to get the results. I don't know the community to. Black Tech is an ecosystem. We are talking about a community of over 10,000 professionals. We have trained over 7,000 professionals. We have talking about over 1,000 have gotten jobs through these programs and our strategic partnership with organizations. It is not rocket science. At the beginning of this, you saw the testimony. So many professionals today have been able to secure 6-figure salaries by going through this immersive program. Our program are not shortcut program where you just go 6 weeks, somebody is reading slide to you, after that you say you are done. No, you have got to practicalize it. When you practicalize it, it helps to build your confidence level, and that is how to nail the job. So when we see success and testimonies happening in our ecosystem, many people see it as a surprise, because even in colleges and universities, you cannot vouch and say, hey, you have 50 people in the class. By the end of the class, about 9 or 10 people have gotten job out of 50. Then 1 month after, about 5 or more have gotten job. Then 2 months or thereabout, more than 50%. Like, where else would you see that kind of thing? Is because of the thorough nature of the program. The programs are designed with the job market in mind. They are not just designed as just to teach. No, thorough program, right? So someone like Mr. Excel, when you see him in the normal class, he is patient, he speaks gently, and takes it one after the other. Today, he's able to go a little bit faster because of time. And of course, this is what? More of an informational session. So the recording will be uploaded, as I said as well. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you'll be able to get the recording once it is uploaded. Hopefully by tomorrow or next, the team will upload it. I'm sharing the link again. Click on that link and subscribe as well, so that once it's uploaded, you'll be among those that will be able to see that particular recording. Okay. I will say that I think we can call it a wrap, guys. I know there is so much.
Okay, before we close this, boss.
Yes.
On a final note, like you have said, like I used to tell people that when you are loaded, you always be needed. So trust me, you need the training. That's one thing people don't understand, because most time you wait for opportunity to come and without preparing for it. A lot of people that have gone through the training, you can see the testimony yourself. So once you register for the training, you are fully loaded as a data analyst. You learn everything, so you can start applying it. So it's not about we trying to convince people to come. It's something that we have been doing. So it's a practical session that everybody is being carried along. And most of the job in Canada and US, UK is on data analytics, business analytics. It must be IT related. So you can't afford not to prepare for 2023. So this is the best time for you to prepare now. It's not when you are going for an interview that you are filling the interview test, you now want to be running a scatter that you want to learn. That means just like last call that we finished. Some people join at the middle, they still pay for it, but they miss out. But if you can register early and you start from the beginning so that you are fully prepared, just give yourself a deadline. But oh, when I join this training, next 3 months, I want to become a data analyst. So you have all the support, all the facilitators, they are well equipped. They also give post-training support on the WhatsApp group. So, and I love to see everybody. These 205, I know we have 205 people now. I love to see you in that class. I want to see everybody in the class so that we can all learn together and get a good job. I didn't do anything else apart from Excel and Power BI, and I'm making money from it. So I'm a full-time data analyst. So I'm not doing anything that I'm doing part-time. So it's a very career path that you can get a good salary anyway, whether you're working remotely or you want to be going to the office. Just try to make that sacrifice. You can't move in your career without making sacrifice for your time. Financial sacrifice is also, don't look about the payments. It's an investment. So don't see training as an expenses that people are saying, no, it's an investment which have great reward. I make that sacrifice my time, myself too, by paying the time and my money to learn data analytics. So I want you guys to follow the same thing, make the sacrifice for the payments and your time to become a data analyst or business analyst. So thank you, boss.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Excel. That was terrific. So guys, I know I've seen a lot of feedback on the chat. We might not be able to take more questions. Tomorrow, we are going to be delving into business analysis and cybersecurity tomorrow. Please make it a date. 6 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to continue. Then on Saturday, 10 a.m. on Saturday, we are going to have more like an open mic. We are going to be looking at other areas, but we are going to have more like an open mic, meaning any question you have, bring it on Saturday, 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so that one, there's no issue of time zone, is late or not late. 10 a.m. on Saturday on open mic. Share it to everybody within your network on Saturday, 10 a.m. Any question you have, we are going to be handling and taking care of all the questions. But I've just shared the link as well. Connect with the team, call the career advisor, reach out through email. Anyhow you want to reach out, feel free to do that, okay? And let's continue tomorrow, as I mentioned. Thanks every one of you. And let me share this incredible testimonies as well. This guy got 3 job offers, 3, all 6 figures at the end of the data analytics program. 6, 3 job offers at the end of the data analytics program. So 1 second, let me see.
Hi there, my name is Lawrence Ejime Iwarabo, and I am a graduate of the Integrated Data Analytics program with BlackTech. But prior to attending the program, I was a financial advisor with over 7 years experience and into retail banking. And at the time I decided to join the program, I was actually thinking of transitioning from what I was doing into the IT profession. And during the program, I found the program was very rich and very, helpful in helping me navigate that space. One, because the faculties were very good and very open to, having conversation with you. They're very knowledgeable and they were able to guide us and give us the templates and what we needed to do, what we needed to know to kind of give us that advantage to enter into the domain, into the data analytics role. And in terms of, after the program was done, we were able to help us, prepare a resume and also kind of give us interview tips and ideas on how to go about it. They were able to connect us with, recruiting, HR personnel who came to talk to us on, how to, overcome some of the obstacles or how to negotiate salaries and all of that. So, and I found the faculties were also very helpful because, they reach out to you, they ask if you have any help, don't be afraid, come to them, they're willing to help even while you're still on the job. So it's a program that has really helped me, and I think it's gonna, help a lot of people out there. And I'm so proud to be part of this, this community because they are not only changing lives, but they are making an impact in our community. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I wish everyone the best.
I am a strong believer that God puts people in our paths to make things easy for us. And I also understand that there are people or events that will cross your path and your life would completely change. My name is Christiana Hawa. I'm a Belomo.